So, tell me, why exactly did we need to have an after-Halloween event, huh?
Well, you remember the event we had for Halloween, right?
That's kind of why I was asking. The game developers already have an event this time of year. Monsters drop pumpkins when they're beaten during the last 3 days of the month, you dig?
And that's just it. We've got a bunch of prize pumpkins right here. So why not have an event to find a way to give them away? Count on Marielle, the party strategist, to make it work.
Nice air glasses, girl. One thing's for sure. This city of ours has become a smooth place to live.
Yes, it has. I can't believe how fast it's happened. It seems like just yesterday that we got trapped here in Elder Tales. I mean, we've started a city, set up a system, and put together the Roundtable Conference all in a very short period of time.
You know it. And everyone's putting a lot of work to make this happen. Even little Sarah.
And remember, you gotta pay for every bun you drop out there.
I'm going to beat everyone to win this race, and then I'm gonna have a pumpkin party with Mr. Cat! Just look at Toya and Minori. Toya, you can't do this with just attitude! Anticipate where the phantom's going!
Got it! Okay, I can totally do this.
Isuzu and Rudy are in the thick of it, huh?
Do any of these wannabe yahoos think they can actually beat us? After all, our teamwork is amazing, yet our footwork is nothing short of magnificent.
Rudy, they're starting without us.
Oh, come on!
Wow, I've never seen an obstacle course like this.
Incredibly done!
That's Akatsuki for you.
Amazing!
I will make sure we take home the grand prize, my lord.
I just wish that Shiro and Naotsuku could be out here today.
I know what you mean, baby. They're still hung up with the negotiations.
Well, that's a shame.
The armor's empty. You don't have anything to worry about.
Yeah, so there's no one in there. But there's still Royal Guard armor, right?
And they're still not going to do anything unless you try picking a fight with someone in a non-combat zone.
Just never been this close to him.
It's sure taking Shiro a while to get this done. Makes me wonder if everything's going okay.
It's been kind of rough in there for him. I mean, how many times have we been here?
The Kuni tribe is tricky.
They'd have to be. Those NPCs are responsible for circulating all the world's currency.
It isn't just banking. They also maintain and deploy the Royal Guard, along with the magical pathways that respawn monsters and adventurers. And their magic barriers keep monsters out of the cities.
So we can't come to an arrangement? To do so would break laws dating back to my ancestors.
Well then, do you think we could talk the Kuni into giving us a loan?
No, I wouldn't bet on it. The guild building, which includes all local banking, the cathedral, and the trade center, are among the resources we purchased. We did that in order to place them under the control of the Roundtable Conference. We wanted to be sure no one else was able to use them as their own. However,
the maintenance costs are nuts. All those buildings are taking 10 million in gold out of our accounts every month.
Now wait, I remember the purchase of the guild building and it was only 5 million in gold at the time.
And we're paying almost double that to hang on to them every month?
Yeah, and the Roundtable Conference is gonna wind up going bankrupt before too long.
We're not gonna be able to hold our parties or festivals anymore.
I really don't think that's the issue at hand here.
Has this thing gone public yet?
no. It wouldn't be wise to make this information public, not with unwelcome ears out there.
You're talking about Minami, aren't you?
Yes, we believe from Plan Huyeden.
The people on the street are already talking about them.
I heard everyone in Minami bows to Plant Huyeden like it's some kind of dictatorship.
Yes, but they're doing okay, aren't they?
I've got a friend over there who told me all about it. Politically, things are kind of screwed.
Well, not all dictators hurt their people, but...
You know, I sure do wish Krusty and Isaac's guilds were back.
Fate dealt us a pretty serious blow when the game server kicked off the Return of the Goblin King event, and the Goblin army started stampeding all over everything. After their victory in the raid at Zantleaf, the Akihabara adventurers began to invade the Goblin army's stronghold in 7th Fall. Krusty and Isaac serve as our generals out there. Karashin and Akane are also there for technical and logistical support, but the battle guilds have it covered.
I don't think Minami's going to pose much of a threat to us in the near future.
Fine. So what do we do now?
Hey! Thanks for waiting. I think you'll find a little hint of pumpkin in many of the items on the menu tonight.
Yeah, it's tasty.
I'm getting the feeling he put pumpkin in everything.
Chief Nyanta, do you have anything without pumpkin in it?
Do you know how many nutrients are in a pumpkin? Not to mention, this puppy can keep you warm at night. You're participating in a pumpkin feast. Don't disrespect, little man.
Sorry, Chief.
I want meat! Well, DDD came in first, and the Black Sword Knights took second.
10th place is actually still pretty good for us.
Yeah, so what's that thing you got there, Minori?
Some weird old guy just walked up to me and said it was our prize for 10th place.
Well, it's kind of freaky. Whoa, that's a stuffed fuzzy goat slime.
Really? Is this one of those disgustingly cute items I've been hearing everybody talk about?
Boys are so crazy about things that are all grody, aren't they? When it comes to immature stuff like that, you're such an adult.
That's disappointing to hear.
You're so
Okay, I'm here. Where is Shiro?
Minori, is it just me or did Big Brother Shiro pull a no-show for another one of our parties?
Apparently, he's catching up on his work again.
Why do I get the feeling his bad habit is catching up with him again?
I don't like it, but it looks like the only way to get it done.
Hey, we should present this gloriously slimy trophy to Master Shiro.
Totally. That's an awful idea.
Hey, Shiro!
Good work out there.
Hey, thanks.
My lord, take a look at this. We got it for 10th place.
Yeah, that's great.
Master Shiro, I'm glad you made it out.
Thank you, Minori.
So, I guess work's been difficult.
Yeah, kind of. So, there's something I need to tell all of you.
Oh, yeah?
Okay. What kind of news is it?
Right. It's like this. I'm probably gonna have to leave the city for a while.
No, you can't! That's not happening! Don't forget that Christmas is coming up! There! Ha! I got you! You can't leave before Christmas,
That's
Mr.
not gonna
Strategist!
work.
Welcome back. How'd it look?
It's fine out there. A little snow and a little bit of a breeze.
That's good. Thanks.
Sure thing. Here you go.
Oh.
So, you gonna tell me what's going on, or are you just gonna keep grunting? It's been 10 days since you brought it up.
You're leaving Akihabara?
Please talk to us. What brought this on all of a sudden?
I know I've been a little secretive about this with everyone, but here's the thing, you guys. The city is in a lot of trouble. I can't go into details, but I have to do this because it's the only way to handle it.
Of course, my lord.
Could you tell us where you're going at least?
I really can't, Suzu.
I don't like it. I wish our guild master could trust us more, but it's fine.
He has a good reason. There might be a spy from Minami in the city somewhere. A leak from any one of us, no matter how small or harmless, could cause a problem.
That's right.
Well, that makes sense, I guess.
That's one way to keep us quiet anyway.
Have you told anyone on the round table about this?
Krusty needs to know, along with Sojiro and Isaac, combat guild leaders.
If anyone can do this, guild leader Shiroechi will find a way to make it work.
Thanks a lot, Chief. And now that we've gotten that straightened out, Naotsku, I need...
No, you don't. Pitchers need their catchers, bud. And an enchanter needs his guardian. No way I'm staying here, you got that?
My lord. I'm going too.
Akatsuki, I need you to stay behind in the city. I've got a special task that only you are capable of completing.
So, why did we come all the way up here in the snow looking for cash?
For one thing, you can't get what we're looking for by slaying monsters or completing the known quests. That would take too long.
What do you mean by that?
The grand total sits somewhere around 80 trillion.
80 trillion?!
Right. I did the math and figured out how much every adventurer in the world had. And even then, we'd fall well short of our goal.
Wait, would we need all of that just to keep control of everything we already have?
Excuse me? Master Shiro, pardon me, but it would appear your guest has arrived.
What are you lurking around like a creep for?
It's been quite a while, hasn't it?
That all depends on your perspective.
Let me introduce you to Regan. However, you may know him better as the Mage of Mirror Lake.
I've seen his name in flavor text like a zillion times, but there wasn't anything in there saying how sketchy looking he was. I see it, but I still don't believe it.
Yes, of course. I serve as the liaison officer for the Kuni tribe. My name is Kinjo. Nice to meet you.
Oh, it is a pleasure to meet you too. What an honor to meet a member of the Kuni tribe. Such a treat.
Likewise. I find myself before the master strategist who represents adventurers, as well as the one and only Mage of Mirror Lake, Regan. I doubt even my great ancestors could have predicted such an impressive gathering.
It truly is wonderful to have you joining us. The fact that you've agreed to this meeting makes the gravity of this gathering quite astonishing. Wouldn't you say? When I think of the power of the Kuni tribe and the arts and spells of the magic user's civilization, my heart just swells with anticipation.
Anticipation?
Oh, yes. Even Master Shiro can't help but be just giddy thinking about it.
Really? Don't you think that's a bit much?
Let's get back to the reason I asked you here, all right?
I remember you said something about funding. Did you need a loan from us?
Yes. We talked about this briefly in the city.
But you still wanted to come all the way up here to negotiate. I'm guessing that was to prove you knew our whereabouts.
Regan had a little something to do with that.
Oh, really? And I suppose that's in the records at Mirror Lake.
Not precisely, but with his help I was able to deduce that the Kuni tribe's village is near the Tearstone Mountains. I suppose it's my way of saying, hey, I know where you live. Honestly, as threats go, it's pretty cliché.
All things considered, I'd love to help you, but I'm afraid alone simply is not possible. You already know.
Already know what?
That it would violate edicts laid down by my ancestors.
It would seem my research was dead on. Regardless of whether it's for a loan or an investment, the banks here don't contribute to increasing the money supply. Banks are just that. Banks. Places to put your money and get it back when you want it. Money lending, even for a fair interest rate, isn't a practice in this world. So basically, if you want gold, you have to be in the business of destroying monsters. And that means there's one job and one way to get paid for it, no other currencies. Okay, so let me ask you something, Kinjo. Is the only way to earn gold to defeat monsters?
Yes, that's correct.
And occasionally we can go on a dungeon quest, and we can get hundreds of gold pieces that way. Huh?
Of course you are, after all, showing a great amount of bravery.
If the Kuni tribe is unwilling to give us a loan, I must consider another option. I might just have to take that gold from its central distribution point. I imagine that'd cause you a great deal of trouble. I'm sure you'd want to avoid that.
Wait a minute, Shiro. You saying what I think you're saying? Okay, so that's how the game works. We beat a monster, gold pops up. Practically out of nowhere. It just shoots up instantly. I mean, it makes sense in a game. Hack/get gold. Monsters respawn, hack/get more gold. And so basically, Shiro thinks there must be a source of all the coins that appear when monsters come back to life. That's a hell of a risk, buddy, because you're probably the only one out there who thinks something like that even exists.
And you really think that's the way it works?
The spiritual theory explains how the monsters come back to life, but why are they reincarnated with the same amount of riches? Well, of course, it would only make sense that there'd be a mechanism in place. Not only did my studies find that there was a mechanism, but someone behind it to make it possible. And voila! I found the Kuni, a tribe in charge of all the gold. In the lowest layer of the depths of Palm, my text said there is a gigantic whirlpool of gold that dazzles the eye, and it was sealed away by a mage of Mirror Lake 15 generations ago. Oh my.
I've already verified that it's there. There's an area that's been sealed off with magic from Mirror Lake. Cracking it open shouldn't be that hard.
Now you tell me what you were out there for.
Interesting. So you've spent your time researching us, so you can acquire a whirlpool of gold?
Yes.
And you're absolutely positive all this gold belongs to my tribe?
I am.
Well then, when you say you want to take the gold from its source, doesn't that mean you're intending to steal it from us? Are you saying the Round Table has designs on pillaging our gold?
That's actually the reason I called you. We do not want to stand on antagonistic terms with the Kuni tribe.
I know what my tribe does with it. What would you do with it?
If I were to tell you, Would it change in any way whether or not you will help us?
I'm afraid not. There's still the matter of the ancient law.
So why did Master Shiro bother discussing this with Master Kinjo at all? It occurs to me that you could have gone down there and started stealing the gold already.
It might be true that from time to time, Shiro is the villain behind glasses, but not when he has a chance to make a friend instead.
Huh? Make a friend?
Honesty is important to him, and tiptoeing around the truth like that would have been a lie. He's almost too honest for his own good.
What do you mean?
All I had to do was sit there and watch both of them talk to each other. They both keep secrets. When you make a new business contact with someone, you gotta drop some of that crap. Learn about what makes the other guy tick, and then be upfront about what your side in the negotiation wants. Finally, you're gonna have to make compromises, and when you're on that level, you usually get what you want.
Oh. Did you happen to be a merchant, Master Naotsuku?
Let's just say I can take care of business.
Business? I'm betting that just happens to be a negotiation talent.
Okay. Looks like I need to go talk to him again.
All right. So what do you think he meant by that?
It's settled. We'll meet at the meandering river and forgotten underground garden. This is the point at which the gold coins that appear from the void return to the void.
Huh?
I'd suggest bringing some friends. You're going to be needing them, I'm sure. It won't be easy getting down to the bottom of the fountain. We'll monitor your group's performance. If your response to the challenge is satisfactory, we will consider your request.
Bring a few friends. I think we all know what that means. It'll be a huge battle. We'll need a full raid party.
Whoa.
The Depths of Palm has a raid zone at the bottom. If we don't clear it, we don't get the gold. I'm not expecting it to be easy.
We're definitely gonna need a raid party for that.
Yeah, but there's no way we can call someone from the round table to join us. We can't take the chance of Manami finding out. They could only see it as an opportunity to make a move.
Okay, so who do we call for help?
I think I have someone in mind.
Careful, my lord.
I blew it. I didn't account for all the variables. And I didn't trust everyone to get their parts done. Akatsuki, did you die? Yeah, well, I didn't make it either. So this is what it's like.
All things considered, it was a pretty crazy Christmas Eve, my lord.
A raid party is a massive assault on an objective by a large group of adventurers that goes above and beyond the usual party of 6. The most common raid party is the full raid, which takes 4 groups of 6 and combines them into one fighting unit. This lets the players experience a full range of combat as well as get the best rewards. However, you can't just have high-level players with outstanding equipment to make a good raid party. You must analyze your enemy and have a well-planned strategy. Of course, the players you choose have to have solid teamwork to pull the raid off. It's not like you can just pick a bunch of random people and go for it. And it doesn't hurt if the members of your party have already experienced death and resurrection together.
Okay, so who do we call for help?
I think I have someone in mind.
Dude, really?
Fortification once stood as a defense against all manner of giants. It's why the Ezo Empire built Suskino.
Not seeing any guards out here anymore. I'm hoping that's a good thing.
6 months can change a lot, so it seems.
Well, if I don't see you back pretty soon, good luck.
Okay. Same to you.
You know me.
Well, now, isn't this a treat?
Mr. Massachusetts, how are things going here?
Don't be so formal. Just call me William.
Feel free to call me Shiro then. Silver Sword, a raid guild ranking right up with DDD and the Black Sword Knights for pure combat power. We asked William to attend the first meeting establishing the Roundtable Conference. We wanted to get Silver Sword on board with our efforts. However,
You want to live here and try to deal with all its little issues? Then feel free. It's actually kind of charming that you think you can talk it all out. Whatever you do it without us.
they decided to move to Susukino in search of raids more worthy of their skills. Now their absence from Akihabara makes them perfect. He's the only one I can turn to. I just hope he agrees this time. Otherwise, I may run out of options rather fast. I have come to speak to you, one guild master to another. I would like to ask a favor of you.
All right, we'll do it. You've come a long way to see me. You must need help with a task only Silver Sword can complete. And it'd be pretty low class of me to say no to something like that.
I appreciate it.
Well?
It's a full party raid, and I need all of you. The destination is a new raid zone down in the lowest levels of the depths of Palm. A full party raid. And that means we can only go in there with 24 players. We need our best people, but not everyone we have.
We will be needing advanced recon of the area.
I have already taken care of that.
Really?
It's crazy down there.
Impressive, I'd say.
We'll stop here for today. Let's get back.
Definitely.
That's amazing. I've never seen so many monsters in one place.
Not to mention they're level 89 or better. I'm pretty sure there isn't going to be an easy part of this raid.
So what did you see?
The top level had slime monsters, and they were easily 5 meters across. Now, I'm only thinking out loud here, but based on the oral traditions and the layout of this shaft structure, I get the feeling we're going to be facing mythical beasts.
All right. Shouldn't be a problem. Working out of Susukino as a base, we've gotten used to such adversaries. However, my guild isn't as strong as you'd think.
You ever been here before, old-timer?
Oh, many times. I heard things fell apart after the apocalypse, but it seems better now.
I'm betting having Silver Sword around has helped a lot. You can tell they're a raid guild with a lot of discipline. Of course, I'd take these guys instead of those Brigandia losers any day.
That's a good point. Where do you suppose those hoodlums went?
I'm sorry, but what's the problem?
We don't exactly have the number of players needed to be up and running. We're kind of just a name right now. I'm pretty sure I won't be able to get everyone to come with us. You must have noticed a couple of people squatting in guilds just to keep themselves safe from enemies or monsters. In other words, they're basically retired. They might be up for a mild raid, but nothing that puts them in real danger. And this raid you've come to me with, it could be the toughest the system's ever put together. We need level 95s, and we'll be lucky to get 20.
So tell me, are they trying to protect their memories?
Possibly. I've never heard anyone say anything out loud about it before. Most of my people think it's a ridiculous idea anyway, so it's not like they're afraid of it.
I'm not sure I understand.
How many times have you died since you got here?
Since the apocalypse? I haven't really been through it yet.
I'm not sure I can explain it, but I'll try. You learn a lot about yourself. You learn things that you wanted to know and things you didn't want to know. And it doesn't get easier each time it happens either, so most of us don't want to go through it again.
What's he doing here? Well, if it isn't Shiro the Enchanter, you've got a lot of nerve showing your face around here.
Do you really think it'll be easy to find new party members?
Shiro's taking care of most of it, but I have to find a few myself, just in case.
What kind of people are you looking for?
Kind of playing it by ear, you know?
That hardly tells me anything, Master.
I can't explain it to you in your magic-y talk. I just need some dudes. Keep an eye out.
I was thinking of helping you, but that's probably not a good idea.
Then why don't you just take care of things around here?
That works for me. My skills as a researcher are better suited to finding out what's going on in this city.
Nice panties!
Well, for once, I must agree with you.
A fellow panty fan, nice!
I am indeed. I understand adventurers also refer to them as bloomers or pantaloons or hot pants, if you will. If you'll pardon me, it seems such names might disparage something so delightful.
Are you kidding me? I hold them in the highest regard. As a true admirer of ladies' underwear, I can...
Are you all right, sir?
I guess that's enough practice for today.
Whoa, what was that? The little shrimp put a curse on me!
A curse? What do you mean by that? You have to tell me about it. And don't leave out any details, if you please.
You're way too happy, dude!
Get me out of here, you morons!
Sorry about that.
Your fine curves distracted us.
It'd be a crying shame for all my love-struck fans out there if my beautiful face was blemished in a snowbank.
Did she actually just say that?
It would appear our new friend is quite full of herself.
You know what, Gramps? The more I get to know you, the more I'm starting to like you.
The feeling is mutual.
I can hear you, you know.
Ah, she's recovered.
I'm Tetra, the star shining in the night sky, symbol of divine beauty, the galaxy-style starlet. Or just Tetra if you're in a hurry.
Tetra, huh? Sure, you might be cute and everything, but there's no way in hell I'm admitting to it when you're all stuck up like that. If I had to take into account everything I'm seeing and hearing from you so far, there's no contest. The woman of my dreams is the lovely and gracious Marielle! Oh, sorry about that. Here you go.
Okay, thanks.
Interesting, she's leveled up to 92. Just like me and Shiro since the apocalypse. She might not be that bad, actually.
Look, mister, I know I do a lot to keep myself looking amazing, but you need to stop staring.
I wasn't staring at you!
I know you can't help it. Gorgeous hotties like me are constantly spewing out pheromones, know what I mean? Face it, you know you want me whenever you smell me.
This might be a bad time to tell you, but it looks like you're emitting something other than pheromones.
Oh man, that's what I call a zinger! Chalk one up for Stinky!
Starlets do not do such things, sir! That was very impolite of you, you wrinkled old toad!
Did you call me a toad?
And since you're obviously in love with me, I'll let you carry me, Mr. Armor.
Hey! Get off!
I don't think so. Ooh, I just love seeing how men freak out and get all gooey and stupid whenever I rub all over them, you know. And you better mind your manners. I don't like it when guys do it back to me.
Ugh. If you don't like it, don't do it!
Okay, fine, you're in.
Huh?
Are you sure that's a wise idea?
Remember, I'm going with my gut here.
I think they'll be fine.
This might be a good time to take a break out back.
Listen to me, you arrogant prick. We've got unfinished business. Last we met, you were having some trouble with my name. Remember it now?
Of course I do. Mr. Dummyface.
Well, get out of that chair! We're taking it outside!
Oh, I think I'm fine right here.
I've been waiting for this.
Knock it off, Demicast.
Huh?
Shiro's here as my guest, understand?
I don't give a damn. I'm gonna make him
He
pay.
defeated you, right? You had a fight, you lost, you got resurrected, get over it.
Come on.
I haven't had my exercise yet, what do you say? I know for a fact he'd just embarrass you all over again.
I picked up new raid items. It wouldn't be the same fight.
And relying on equipment is exactly why you wouldn't win in a rematch.
I'm gonna cut you into pieces. Tell me, which one do you prefer? Hamburger or minced cutlets?
They're both tasty, as long as I marinate them in some demi-whatever-it-is sauce.
You're gonna have a hard time running that mouth without any damn teeth.
Well, that's not very nice, Mr. Demi-Ding-Dong.
You're really starting to piss me off.
Don't get bent out of shape, Demi-Dingleberry.
I'm gonna rip your head off!
Wouldn't you know it? Half the guys in Brigandia went to the guild hall here and just bailed on him. I can't blame them, really. Some cat pirate guy who wasn't even in a guild kicked their butts. And on top of that, their lead strategist, Lon Dark, was one of the first to leave and go west.
Okay, so what happened to Demikots?
Demipoo and what's left of Brigandia are all underlings of Silver Sword now. That's how we finally got a little chance at peace in Sistino.
Guess that makes sense.
Oh yeah! You've got to meet his wife. She's an awesome lady once you get to know her.
Married? You're kidding!
I guess there's hope for me if he can get married.
And here's the really amazing part. She's the daughter of an aristocrat among the people of the land. He kidnapped her looking for a housekeeper, but poor little Demipoo here ended up falling in love with her and her hamburgers and minced cutlets.
That's hilarious!
I'm so jealous.
Thanks to her, he's as tame as a house cat nowadays. Huh? Huh? Hey, Demipoo! Why did you stop?
You're pretty good there, bud.
We're inside a city, Dillweed. I know you won't try anything.
I could take on the guard, too. One of these days, Tetra, that lip of yours is gonna make me feed you to a giant, you little wench.
You'll protect me, won't you?
Please go somewhere else.
Where'd you find your new friend?
Fell from the sky.
Well, that's something.
Huh?
We'll have our 24 if we add Demikos and your healer friend. You want to settle the score with Shiro? Burn off some of that energy during the raid, big man.
What are you talking about?
You heard me. Are you in? All right. Guess we're all here. First party. Second party. Third party. Fourth party. Let's move out, people!
Take care of yourselves out there!
Eat this, you ugly pukes! Lightning straight!
Someone's feeling it.
I wouldn't exactly call that teamwork, you know.
Don't get too far ahead of us, Demikos. Try to keep up, fat ass!
Yeah, whatever.
We'll see how long he sticks with us.
I guess it kind of makes sense for William to be our commander, but I never thought we were all gonna have to freaking walk here.
I can't be a soaring starlet with bunions on my tootsies.
Yeah.
It's not like everyone here has a griffin to call on. Besides, I think William has a reason for doing it this way.
Huh?
If I were in his position, I'd want to know what everyone in the party can do. Every quirk, every ability.
Okay, I get it. But you think we're gonna even resemble a party once we get there?
Well, we'll see.
I don't want to walk anymore. Guess there's only one option. I'll just have to ride now, Scoop.
Listen, Fluphead, I'm not your donkey.
Act all tough if you want, but I know you really love me.
The hell I do!
How could you live with yourself if I ended up with a blister on my delicate starlet toes?
Hey!
The entire Tetra fan base would be in mourning. The sun wouldn't come up for days on end.
Tell you what, if you get down on your knees and beg me, maybe I'd help you.
I cannot believe you said that! But it's a good idea!
You never take a warrior shield! Get back here! Come here, damn it!
Your team certainly seems relaxed.
We try not to take things too seriously.
I think I'm getting close to figuring out Demikos.
I'd hope so. He seems pretty simple.
Well, we already know he's not a stranger to raids. I'll figure out the best way to use him in a fight soon enough. If I can't, then perhaps I'm not the leader I thought I was.
Stare at me all you want, but I'm gonna be paying you back before you know it. I hope we get this done before New Year's.
I know what you mean. We got a bunch of things going on around the holidays. Don't want to miss out.
I know. I just wish this whole thing wasn't so hard on you.
I'm okay.
You're sure you're all right? One of those guys has me worried, you know? Didn't that dinky-faced guy run Siskino?
His name's Demikos. It's not like he's a problem for me. William stays on his case, so that's good. Not to mention his wife's supposedly in charge.
I'll bet she is. That's usually how it works.
Okay.
So what's your food like out there? Don't tell me you're just eating the same thing every day. I'm sure you're craving some chicken this time of year. Chicken and winter really do go hand in hand. It's chicken season.
What's your deal with chicken? Weird.
Chicken is great. It's chock full of nutrients and yumminess.
Yeah, sure.
I'm really hoping you can make it back in time for Christmas, okay? Now it's good.
Yeah, but you know how it is. I'll do what I can to make it. All right? Later.
Yeah, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Same time, Kay?
Mary! Swearing your eternal love over telepathy? You two are like a video game soap opera. I suppose next you're gonna start getting on to him for putting in too much time at work.
You're letting your imagination run away with you.
We really need to figure out where this Minami spy could be hiding. We can't let it slip by us. That's why we established strict protocols for contacting the others in the first place. You know that.
I know, okay? We're being careful, Henrietta. We decided to limit our calls to just once a day at 9 o'clock.
Oh, really?
Take it easy, it's not that either. Anyway, I don't know where he is, and it's not like we're discussing military strategy or anything. It's gotta be okay. All I know is he's gonna be in a big raid or something. I'm not asking him about it, and I know one thing. After a big battle, he needs to have some downtime. It's not like I'm trying to make him come home. And well, besides, I'm technically Shiro and Naotsuku's direct contact with the Crescent Moon Alliance. So, what I'm really doing is working.
You're putting our security at risk by abusing your authority.
So can I, pretty please?
What in the world am I gonna do with you? Really? I cannot be complicit in all of this.
It's okay by me. Besides, I'm your guildmaster, so you kind of have to let me.
You know, when you put it that way, how can I say no?
Akatsuki, I need you to stay behind in the city. I've got a special task that only you are capable of completing. I need you to protect the princess while I'm gone.
There are spies suspected from Minami in the city. And if they're actually here, my lord believes the princess needs protection. I can understand that. However, I'm getting the feeling he had another reason to leave me here in Akihabara.
Pardon me. What is that you're eating?
Red bean bun.
Red bean bun? And what kind of tea is this that you're having with it?
Roasted green tea.
So I'm guessing apple tea isn't exactly to your liking then?
Red bean buns and roasted green tea always go together.
Okay. I don't get it. Everything's so difficult. It's been quite a while since I came to Akihabara, and there's still a lot about your culture I don't understand. I guess there's a lot I need to learn about the customs of your people.
My preferences aren't custom. Apple tea is nice too.
Akatsuki, thank you for being so kind.
Why do I feel so awkward?
Good morning.
Just about every gamer knows that you can only get powerful epic class items in raids. That's how my lord acquired his griffin. Something like that is the proof that you and your party completed a large-scale raid or event. Me? I don't have any raiding experience at all. Another way to get an item or a weapon like that is to buy one from a vendor, but that can be very expensive. However...
In case you're wondering, the price is not negotiable. I don't care to haggle.
No way. That's more than twice everything I have. I must get stronger.
This is it. The bottom of the depths of balls.
Unbelievable. I didn't even think it was here.
Just look at the size of those doors. They're ridiculous.
And this is the entrance, right?
It is.
We finally made it!
All right, Shiro. I don't know what the hell you're after inside these doors, but I'm gonna make sure you don't get it. You've got a dream, little man, and I'm gonna rip it to shreds. By the time I'm done with you, you're gonna be crying for someone to get you out of here.
All right, let's get this raid started.
Yeah, it's kind of cool to think we're the first adventurers to brave this challenge.
Definitely, but I'm getting a little nervous.
I'm gonna try the best I can.
We'll be fine. Just you wait and see.
Okay, guys. I hope you're ready. This zone belongs to us. We shall take it and hoist our flag high.
I need a recovery spell over here!
Hit their flanks!
This is the raid zone at the very bottom of the depths of Palm. It's known as the path to the abyss, the abyssal shaft. This would have been a typical raid dungeon if we were playing it in the game. A raid dungeon, a powered-up version of a normal dungeon. Extra hallways, rooms, traps, and puzzles. It's composed of several extensive areas. More places to get hit, get hurt, or die for that matter. You've got to watch your back and have your wits about you in a place like this, while going after your goals and treasures, and if you're lucky, finding the exit.
Enemy contact! 4 o'clock! Dig in, you guys!
3 orange jellies, raid class!
Now scoop! Right! On it!
A full raid is composed of 4 normal parties of 6, making a super party of 24 players. We've started out with a classic battle formation. Party 1 are the tanks, pure fighters. Big on muscle, hit points, and armor, tanks make up the front lines, absorbing and dishing out massive punishment. If the tanks fail, the rest of us are sunk. Period.
I've got 3 monsters in sight, just southwest of here.
No problem. Anchor hell!
Party 2 is the rear echelon. If anything gets past Party 1, they're supposed to use their mobility to engage the stragglers and knock them out, while still supporting Party 1. Flexibility is the key to being in Party 2. You can't just sit still and fight.
More jellies on our flanks, people. We need backup here and quick. I've got 6 of them in sight. Party 4, block the east exit. Rapid fire!
Parties 3 and 4 specialize in long-range attacks, archery and sorcery. They're light on armor, but heavy damage dealers at a distance. They have to be very careful to stay out of the fray. Hit and don't get hit. Party 3 attacks while Party 4 watches their back. That's the best case scenario anyway. And honestly, it nearly always works. William and I agreed on this formation and the roles for the mobile units once we started engaging the enemy's forces. Raid-class monsters are a lot tougher than their counterparts outside of a raid zone, and have extra powers as well. Since the apocalypse, the level cap has gone from 90 to 100. That includes monsters. So we can't assume we're more powerful than them anymore. This raid zone is too far from the nearest cathedral, so if we die, we come back to life at the front doors.
I blew it that time.
Wyvern kick! Watch it, man. You need to slow down. I can't heal you from back here. Me, chump.
These guys are easy. Huh? What's that?
The upside of battling raid-class monsters are the items they drop. They're something special. You can either make your existing weapons more powerful or build something new from scratch.
And heal!
Thanks, Tetra!
Are you okay, big guy?
Of course I am. Just give me something to kill. Hey, wait a second. Are you using me as a shield?
Just think of me as your portable first aid unit, okay, now, Scoot?
And then...
I think that's it.
Raid zones have at least 5 and possibly 10 super monsters called raid bosses. Bad news.
Looks just like Venomir from the first prison raid, doesn't it?
The 9 dungeons of Halos, huh? Now that was a huge raid.
Oh my god! It looks just like him!
It's a game. Sometimes the data gets used over and over. Okay, we're on.
Whatever you do, don't get bunched up!
Roger!
Party 1, take the right leg from the front. Party 2, take the left leg from the side. Party 3, take the left leg from behind. Party 4, take the right leg from behind. Get into position and go hell! Well done! Do it like we planned and keep on chipping away. Keep at it!
Got it, boss.
So we have heavy firepower and armor forward, supported by healers and players who can cast reinforcement spells and attack from a distance. Tanks attack and get attacked, while healers make sure they stay healthy throughout the process. This is where it really pays off. A tank has to keep on increasing a monster's attract fire. It keeps the monster focused on the tank and not the other players.
What's it doing? Is it moving away? No, he's redirecting, or something like that.
Master Shiro!
He's not locked in on a single attacker. Shiro, I need a damage report. 5 paralyzed, 4 petrified, and 1 dead.
Get us a healer, now! We need a resurrection!
Are you kidding me? They couldn't do that before.
We need that healer!
Hang on, Demikos. I don't have time to wait for those pansies. Use it yourself. Yeah. Tiger Echo Fist! One-handed cross slash!
Look at that! We've taken a tenth of his health!
We just lost a bunch off the platform!
We've got 1 flat on his back, and another 2 were blown out of the zone. Quick! He's trying to get to higher ground!
Let's get him!
Yeah! We gotta be careful, guys!
That's right! It can breathe fire!
When a raid boss's health gets lower, its attacks become more intense and varied.
Did it not just change its elemental type and timing?
This is gonna be really rough.
All things considered, you can't deal with a raid boss the same way you did when it was a normal battle.
Now it's you! Tetra, no!
You won't win a battle like this simply by grouping a bunch of strong players either.
Dikaron's been petrified!
We've lost all our tanks!
Where are the healers? They're all gone! We gotta move! Massachusetts, let's go! Okay, fine. Let's get out of here. Fall back, people!
In a case like this, a team ends up falling back and dying several times until it figures out the best set of tactics to use. And that's just what we did. Vandermeer of the first prison defeated us several times before we even had a chance. He never completely wiped us out, but he came awfully close.
I really don't know what I'm doing wrong.
A raid party has to learn a raid boss's patterns and strategies, or they'll just keep dying. Not all raids are simple in-and-out battles. Some take as long as a month to finish, if you ever finish them at all. But eventually...
It's when it blinks.
Right afterwards. And it doesn't matter who's fighting it. It picks 10 random people, and it places status effects, or uses instant death skill.
Yeah, we're gonna have to figure out the timing on that.
26 seconds. Huh? Guys, it's 26 seconds.
Time it now!
All right, guys, get around the front.
3, 4, 5.
Hurry and get into position.
7.
Like the rest of us, raid bosses have recast and cooldown periods. Timing is everything. Know the timing, evade, then counterattack. Then doing damage is almost easy.
60, go! William!
Yeah! Let's see what you got!
Hey, it isn't flashing this time!
Yeah! No more getting turned into statues!
Let's go get him!
All right, you guys! Do some real damage this time!
If the team attacks based on what they've learned about the boss's strengths and weaknesses, it's just a matter of time before it gets the victory it wants. Beat a raid boss, and you pretty much get showered with gold and epic class items. We're now 3 weeks into our assault on the Abyssal Shaft, give or take a day.
Not again. There he goes. I'll show you the way to hell, monster! Hey, wait! You're supposed to hold off on the taunts, man!
You're drawing too much attention, Demi-Poo.
Shut up, you pot-bellied stove! I'm gonna...
Look out! Behind you!
Wyvern kick! Does he enjoy getting himself hurt? Guess we have to back that maniac up.
The deeper and farther we got in, the more vicious the dungeon became. The levels of the monsters grew, and so did the intensity of the battles. And we had to fight without any knowledge of the layout of the zone.
Get ready! It's time to heal! Now don't go falling in love with me, okay?
Cast the freaking spell already!
Oh, right. Here you go! Okay, it's time for a little more pep in your step! Aurora, heal!
Concentrate your attacks, but don't get too close.
Right!
We defeated 2 raid bosses, but we're wondering why we haven't seen the third one yet. And a little snooping around hasn't helped us either. As it stands, we're completely stuck.
How many do you think are left?
You mean raid bosses? There has to be at least 3 or 4.
We can't do this. Not in 10 days.
Supplies and logistics are getting really problematic. We get resurrected if we die, but fixing worn-out equipment isn't easy. We have to take time out to let the players with crafting skills get our weapons and shields back into shape. Otherwise, we can't last long enough to do any real damage. And William only has a handful of Crystal Comet arrows to use at a time. He's constantly taxing our epic craftsmen and supplies to restock his quiver.
So we're running out?
There's no telling how long our provisions will last.
Yeah, and this full raid party is beating the gear up pretty badly.
Not to mention you can't get a lot of these weapons outside of a raid. Same with the materials for the repair work.
Well, that's why the other raid guilds go on lower level raids, to get materials they need to build and maintain better weapons.
Easier said than done. It's not like we can hit all the raid zones all the time.
Well, that's just it, isn't it? We're a master raid guild. We don't do lesser raids.
After all, we do have our pride to think about, don't we?
It's not just that. William wouldn't waste our time on such things.
Got that right.
That's why we decided to stay with him in the first place. He has our best interest at heart.
I managed to get some provisions before we left.
How long will they sustain us?
Along with everything you brought, 20 days.
Huh? 20 days?
I guess that isn't much help, is it?
No. Not really.
Yeah, I know.
Seriously? Log Horizon has, what, 8 players in it? Not exactly a power guild. How did he manage to get all of those supplies on his own? This guy really is something else, isn't he? After I told the Round Table I wasn't interested in their endeavors, I led Silver Sword around to the various raid zones until we got to Susukino. I don't regret any of the decisions I've made to get here. I feel no shame, but nonetheless.
Look, I'm done with this.
Good luck. See you later. It was fun, Guildmaster.
They even know where they're going?
Let them starve out there.
And well, here we are. Even though I didn't bother to ask Shiro what the hell it was he was looking for and how much trouble it was gonna be. They just followed me. I don't even know if we're doing the right thing or the wrong thing out here, or what to tell them if they ask. Jesus, I'm just a gamer. I'm not some guy who jumped off the pages of a comic book full of amazing fighting skills and built-in leadership. But I must wonder, what's going on in that mind of yours, Shiro?
Having a nice quiet place to read kind of works in my favor. But he's sure to figure out what I'm up to sooner or later. And even if someone from Minami doesn't cause problems, someone else might be after us.
That little rat. You little puke! Damn you, Shiro. Yeah, that big-mouth pussycat and that loud-mouth knucklehead I could deal with. At least they gave me a fight. I can respect that. All he did was play with his glasses and give people orders. And on top of everything else, he disrespected me.
So which one of you future dead guys is Demi Doofus or whatever? Pardon me, you're Doofus.
Wait. My extra fighting power was him buffing me. He used Keen Edge to boost my strength, and Mind Shock to make sure the monster didn't move. That little creep touched me with his magic again. That kid saved my life.
I don't suppose he's noticing that I gave him more vegetables this time around?
I don't think that's the problem.
What a drama queen. You said it, but I'm glad he's on our side.
Yeah, at least you don't have to worry about him running away in a fight.
Whoa! This looks awesome! Thank you for the stew, you guys!
Oh, wow, this is pretty good. Huh? You okay over there?
Something's up with Shiro. I'm not sure what it is.
You know him pretty well, huh?
I know he's got a lot on his plate right now, and he's looking pretty stressed. But believe it or not, he actually enjoys overworking himself and staying busy. Of course, he's always like that, so it's hard to tell if he's in good spirits or not. But something seems off.
Okay, so his friend can sense that he's struggling.
Yeah.
You think he needs a beautiful starlet?
Yeah, maybe, but he doesn't need you.
You think I should show him my panties?
Well, maybe if I saw him first. Hey, you stay out of this, pipsqueak!
Look, Shiro's harder to cheer up than I am.
So if he's already down in the dumps all the time, why would he come to this awful place?
That's a good point. I'm not sure, but I'd say he's here to protect his home.
His home, you say?
I'm not talking about an actual house or building. It's more like what our guild is, the city, or maybe even the world.
The world?
Well, yeah, you know how people need to eat and sleep. And don't forget our friends. We had family where we came from. I mean, in this world now, our guild's kind of like a family. And all those people you care about need a place to stay, you know? So, like, Akihabara is essentially the home for our home. If the people of the city can't be happy, then none of the guilds really have a chance. If you don't feel secure about your city, then you worry about your guild. And from what I've seen, Shiro won't think twice about going nose to nose with an entire city or even the world itself to protect his home.
Okay, where's home?
Akihabara. I really ought to give Marielle a call. I guess it's still a little early. I probably shouldn't.
What's wrong with your face now, Scoop?
Nothing! My face is fine, all right? My face is the best face ever. Why don't you just worry about your own stupid face?
So is there even a difference between Christmas and Snowfell anyway?
Snowfell's the big winter celebration for the people of the land, right?
Yeah, that's right.
So, what do you think? Is Master Shiro gonna make it back in time for Christmas?
I don't know, but I sure hope so.
Huh? Oh man, I miss the holidays back home.
Aw, what's the matter, Katsumaru?
This is the first time I've spent Christmas away from my family. I just feel lost, you know?
Why'd you have to bring that up?
So let's spend it together this year.
Santa Claus? We get together and exchange presents around Snowfell time too.
At Christmas, Santa delivers presents to everyone.
Right, he rides on a reindeer.
No, the reindeer pull his sleigh.
Oh yeah.
I can't wait. I wonder what he'll bring us this year.
Tell you what, if he's got a scroll for one of those oral arts, then I want it.
Did someone say oral art?
Holy crap!
Akatsuki, when did you get here?
You never cease to amaze me, Akatsuki.
It's good to see you. Come on down.
Chief.
Nothing like coming home after a hard day. Have yourself some tea and a snack, huh?
I appreciate it.
Okay, what are they talking about?
The oral arts. They're like the talk of the town these days.
I heard some talk about that myself. It's a new way for someone to go out and get a new skill rank for themselves. As you already know, the strength of a fighting skill is directly proportional to the strength of the person using it.
Because the new skills aren't part of your existing skills.
You got it. And they work like this. Introductory, mid-class, master, and secret. As the skill progresses, it becomes increasingly hard to beat, you know?
It says here you need to get a scroll from an adventurer in your class to learn a mid-class. And if I'm not mistaken, you need a scroll that uses rare materials in order to learn a master art.
The scrolls and materials are really expensive to obtain. However, if you're dead set on getting to the secret level of your art, you'll need to do special quests. So you'll have to play catch-up if you haven't done any raids yet, baby.
Raids.
I've heard that the oral arts are superior to the secret arts. Is that true, Chief?
But that's only a rumor, right?
There aren't a lot of people I've talked to that have actually seen one in action, let alone obtained one for themselves.
Well, Brother Shiro said they exist.
Huh? He really did?
Yeah, he said they're totally legit.
Wouldn't you love to master just one of them?
Back when we were just playing this, oral arts weren't available for us to master. But now...
Come get your crispy, juicy
Just 6 days till Christmas,
chicken
everyone!
right here.
How weak and shallow can you fools be? We're not a pack of lapdogs begging at your feet. It's time you earned your place. Adventurers, you have worn out your welcome.
Christmas is pretty nice, don't you think, ladies? I seriously can't wait.
Why don't we get the guild together for a Christmas Eve party?
Yeah, that sounds great. You can count me in.
I'm all for a celebration, as long as we get chicken and cake all night long. So, is there anything else you think we need to have?
Well, you know, since it's Christmas and all, maybe we can try some salmon.
Salmon?
Why would you want to have salmon on Christmas?
I think it'll be perfect. Let's do it.
Yeah, you guys are gonna love it.
No, wait a minute. Don't you think this is a little too short? I really don't want to show off my legs too much.
Oh, it's adorable on you, Nessie. You look absolutely stunning.
Just a skosh above the knees is a perfect fit for you.
You look really pretty, Princess.
I must admit, I'm not very knowledgeable of all your Christmas customs. But isn't the Santa Claus you want to see supposed to be like an older, heavier gentleman?
That's correct.
Akatsuki, what have you done?
I am so gonna have to punish you for that little indiscretion.
Wow, both of you are super cute.
You're as tasty as 100 chickens.
Make sure you have room for some supper, you guys.
Yes, of course. Huh? They appear to be dressed as reindeer and as Santa Claus in a miniskirt. They look very cute.
Lady Riza, who are you talking to?
I am reporting to Master Krusty. I'm just kidding. It was just a friend.
Thank goodness. Who knows what that monster would do if he knew all this was going on?
I apologize. That was a tad despicable. It's just you two are so taken with each other, I couldn't help myself.
Pardon me, ladies. We brought you some snackies.
You're awesome, thank you.
Strange. When I first got here, Akatsuki was my only guard. Wow! This is good.
This fruitcake really is delicious. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Mikakage is a master of everything from appetizers to desserts.
Baking and preparation of sweets is an art form for me. Everything else in the kitchen is just a hobby.
Your cooking is right up there with Mr. Kat's.
I like guarding a princess. And the fringe benefits and perks aren't bad either, not to mention tasty.
So about the people in DDD, when are you expecting them back?
Even though they've done a great deal to vanquish the latest goblin assault, it won't be until New Year's.
And here I was hoping to have them back by Christmas.
Poopy toots. We were gonna throw them a party.
It's like everyone's so busy these days. I haven't seen Master Shiro in forever. Did he lock himself in his room again?
You see, if he's being his usual self, then Shiro isn't going to pop his head in for Christmas anyway. And he probably has a lot of work to finish before the new year.
Yeah, I suppose.
I guess it's safe to say all of you are keeping busy.
So long, Princess. See you around.
Take care of yourself.
Bye. Miss Akatsuki. I appreciate what you did today.
Huh?
Thanks for dressing up in those bizarre outfits with me.
Yeah, well, they kind of forced me to wear that.
Sure, but I know you've been dropping by to see me every day. And it's just really nice of you to come by and check on me. Thank you.
Well, I was just doing my job. See you tomorrow.
Yeah.
When did I allow myself to become so weak? It's my job to guard the princess. I should be pleased that my lord entrusted me with such a task, but it hurts to think that he's really that worried about her. What if I was more like her? I mean, would it change the way he thinks about me? Would he worry about me? On the other hand, if I was like the princess, I never would have stood by my lord's side as an assassin. I wouldn't be able to protect him if I'm nothing but smiles and charm and desserts all the time. Hey! I'm sorry, I don't want to bother you again, but what happened to the sword that was on display?
I sold it.
No, you did?
Yes. And the man even paid for it straight up in gold.
Has Akatsuki seemed troubled to you lately?
I guess it wasn't just me, huh?
No. She doesn't seem like the kind of person who lets it show either. It's not good.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, something's going on. It looks like she's been watching DDD's training sessions lately.
Huh?
I've only seen her once, but I think she's been there before. It's not like she's unwelcome, you know. All she has to do is ask, and she can participate in a raid with us in DDD. We are the best in Akihabara. But it's not like we can simply force her to join us. And when I let Lord Krusty know, he said to just let Akatsuki look on as much as she wishes. He said that he owes Shiro a favor, and that if something happens, we are supposed to give her whatever help we can.
Well, that's certainly news to me. But if that's the case, she might be spending time spying on other guilds as well.
I guess she's concerned about her abilities, and if she has what it takes to get the job done.
I kinda get the feeling she's got something else on her mind.
Oh?
It's more like what she's lacking is confidence. I suppose, for right now, all we can do is be there for her.
Fair enough.
The oral arts.
Well, Brother Shiro said they exist.
Huh? He really did?
Yeah, he said they're totally legit.
If my lord said they exist, then there's no doubt the oral arts are real. Large raid guilds like DDD and the Black Sword Knights should have first-rate assassins. If their assassins are using the oral arts, I want to see just how strong they truly are. I'll watch until I actually see one of them use one. They have to be evenly matched and willing to break a deadlock.
You gotta step into it. That was just sad. Pick up the pace, you guys.
If I knew even one oral art, how powerful could I become?
Oh, hey, Akatsuki! Welcome back.
We're gonna have bouillabaisse today, you guys.
Pull up a seat. We're almost ready to get Din started, you know?
I think I'll pass.
Huh? Oh, come on. It turned out really good. And Rudy and Toya are gonna be back any minute now.
Sorry, but I'm just not hungry.
What's gotten into her? She hasn't been acting like herself for a while.
Yeah. Perfect little middle school priss. That smug little stupid and mature know-it-all. Who the hell does she think she is anyway? I should be ashamed of myself. Whenever I see her, I can't help but get jealous and angry. It makes me feel ugly inside. It's not like she's slacking off, she isn't. She's trying really hard.
I'll work at least as hard as you. I'll do all I can. Minori, I don't want to cause you any problems. I'll do my best to avoid them.
Thank you. Minori was helping my lord get things done while I was wasting time thinking about myself. I didn't give him any help at all. I was there the whole time, but I didn't assist him with anything. I was so useless. I've never been in a raid or a quest, which makes me a second-rate assassin. I can't even buy a weapon that'll help me in a raid. That's why he didn't take me with him. All I can do is fight, but I'm weak. So there's really only one thing I can work toward. I need strength. But how do I get it?
We've certainly become quite the hub of activity lately. Will they be coming back again tomorrow?
Yes, they're showing me around the city.
Oh, is that right? Well, you should at least feel safe with a whole troop of mighty adventurers guarding you.
They told me that we're going to have a dish called a cream stew for dinner tonight.
Interesting. I guess it'll be adventurer style.
Yeah, something like that. It seems like a lot of things have been adventurer style lately. They wanted me to dress up like someone called Santa Claus today.
Ah, yes. I asked them to bring some of their clothes, and I guess that's what they decided to pick for you.
Huh?
The idea was to get you familiar with their style of clothing. Perhaps that was just their way of including you.
Okay, well, that explains it. You know, trying on all of those clothes kind of made me a little sleepy.
Really? Well, it might not be my place to tell you this, but it looked like you were enjoying yourself. It does my heart good to see you making some friends, milady.
Look, those people are not my friends.
Huh? But you were having such a nice time. And it appeared to me like they'd be more than happy to help if you ever get into trouble.
Talking with them is not what I would call a nice time. I have to be wary. It's not like they're normal like we are, okay? They'll always be adventurers.
Yes, but, milady...
I've mastered many forms of etiquette, but they are different. If you're happy, act happy. If you're sad, act sad. Emotions are what they are. And they have to be expressed. It's like they don't know how you feel unless you show them. Let's face it, I'm usually lazy, irresponsible, and spineless. That's how I've always been. And I'm not changing. I was born into this. I really do hate playing politics.
I understand, Your Majesty. I'm sure it's difficult being a noblewoman, never having the luxury of being true to yourself. Although, milady, that doesn't seem to stop you when he's around.
All members are leveling up and gaining items on schedule. If we can keep this up into the spring, Akihabara's battle guilds and security will be stronger as a unit when we return. My lord?
Yes. Yes, you're right.
You know, now's not a good time for you to lose interest. Do you need a new toy or something to keep you company, Master?
Don't be silly. Just let me know when the goblins start moving.
What's his deal?
Just put it where we usually do.
Got a minute, Roderick?
Huh?
It's good to see you this fine evening.
Hmm? That can't be right. I mean, it was barely noon the last time I checked.
You know, it's not a good idea to skip lunch, my man.
I need to ask you a few questions anyway. Would you care to join me for lunch?
It's time for dinner, but that's fine by me.
Oh, right. Then let's get some ramen.
Sure, ramen sounds good.
There you go, gentlemen.
So, how is the inventory project coming along,
It looks like they'll need some of the best epic class items, and a few secret items as well. And you know, we're not talking about one or two. It's kinda strange. Why do we need to go out of our way to add flavor text to all these things now? Do you have any idea what might be going on here? I'll admit, I can see how my merchant guild happens to be the right one to get the job done. We can raise the money to get the research finished, and a smaller guild really isn't in the position to do that.
We do appreciate everything you're doing.
You know, when Shiro asks me to take on a project like this, it certainly makes me want to do it right, and I'm guessing that he wants it done quickly on top of everything else.
Mm-hmm. Well, fast is good, but doing it right is even better.
Hey, Chief. Did I catch you at a bad time?
Actually, you called at the perfect time, my man. I just finished having a little chat with our boy Roderick.
Thanks a lot, Chief. I should have been back by now to take care of that.
Don't worry about it, old friend. I even managed to get some delicious ramen out of the visit. No worries.
How's everyone back home doing?
It's going pretty well around here. The city's in high spirits over Christmas, of course.
Oh, yeah. I almost forgot. How's Akatsuki doing?
She's dropping in on Princess Lanesia every day to guard her, if that's what you mean,
Is that right? I'll let you know if anything changes on our end.
So what did he have to say?
He said it's all good back there. And he also said something about everyone getting all revved up for Christmas.
Oh, man, we're not making it back in 5 days.
What the? Huh?
Okay, that's good.
Thank you for sparring with us.
That was incredible, Kyoko. You're really strong.
Well, I am level 90, you guys.
Please tell me the secret to your strength, Miss Kyoko.
Miss Akatsuki.
This is just lovely.
I didn't think I'd ever find something like this here. Let's get one for the mansion. It'll brighten up any room.
Good idea. I just know that Nessie will love it.
You shouldn't call her that. Lanesia's a princess, Marielle. Understand?
Nah, she's fine with it. She gave me a smile when I said it.
Oh, look. For Nautsu, right?
Well, you see, I thought when he gets back home, he'd like a little taste of the holiday, and I'd like to give it to him, if you know what I mean.
I know exactly what you mean.
Now wait, I didn't say anything like that, okay? So, Henrietta, is there anyone out there you're giving a present?
What do you mean? Well, no, of course not.
You sure?
Sure, I'm sure. Go buy the stupid tree already.
I'll be right back. Excuse me.
It's a one-sided love kept at a safe distance, for sure. It's better to keep it a secret and simply enjoy these sweet feelings on my own. Some dreams stay unfulfilled, but that's only natural, I think. I can bear the pain for now. That'll be the best for both of us.
Little help here.
Marielle has a beautiful and cheerful attitude that's almost infectious. She's confident and positive. I think that must be where it comes from. But Akatsuki is dazzling. She hasn't lost the delicate frailty of youth. It normally fades so quickly. Soft and tender side she has might be a shortcoming to some, but I see it as a wonderful asset. Although I doubt she realizes that.
I love her so much I could just wrap myself around her and squeeze her head.
Thanks for waiting for me.
Princess Lanesia, you look so cute and fluffy like a snowball.
How nice of you.
She let me pick it out of her wardrobe.
Come on, let's head out. We should take a walk around town before we have that stew. I'd really like to show you more about Christmas while we have the time, Nessie.
Sure.
Be careful, the sidewalk's frozen, Marielle.
That hurts. Oh.
I really don't understand adventurers. They're so much different than we are. A lot of my people have asked me questions about the adventurers, and to be totally honest, I'm not sure I have any helpful answers. I've spent a lot of time in this city of theirs, Akihabara, and I think I've wound up being more confused than when I started. However, there is one thing I have learned. Adventurers are simply adventurers. I might not know all the answers, but labeling them isn't the right place to start. We can't look at them based on the kind of work they do. I know that much. Adventurers are like gemstones. Every one of them is unique and beautiful, and everyone I've met has their own inner light. These people are so special. I don't really think I have the right to call them my friends.
Well, looky there. We're here. I tell you, the stew here is to die for.
I hear no one has ever left this place unsatisfied.
Come on, let's go in.
I'm afraid I must be going.
Huh? What's the matter?
There's something I need to take care of.
Okay, if you're sure. We'll go ahead and take over from here.
She's probably going to watch another training session.
I know something's troubling her. I wish I could help.
She's almost like a sharp dagger.
Huh?
She's like a pure obsidian blade. So strong and beautiful.
It's not like just watching other people train will help me get any stronger. I don't have the power to make anything work for me. It's just the way it is. I want to see my lord again. Just let me see him for a moment. Just let me talk to him. I want to be near him again. I want the two of us to sit on the sofa and look out the window. I want to eat red bean buns with him. I want to be with my lord forever. We belong together. But I'm only fooling myself, aren't I? He's not here, so I just have to wait for him. And then I'll be ready to face my lord again.
I managed to get 3 salted salmon at Shopping District 8. Master Sojiro is gonna love these! I just know it. Huh? Santa Claus? That's not Santa. That's a player killer. But he can't do anything to me in town, can he?
The Royal Guards aren't coming to help you.
Fine by me. I'm not the captain of the West Wind Brigade's 2nd Unit for nothing. I'm not dying in the street.
Another murder? He's like some sort of serial killer.
Why does he even do it? It's not like we really die anyway.
I know, that's what makes it so crazy.
So, how many people has he killed?
No idea how many he's up to, but during Christmas?
Yeah, tell me about it, man. We were having a hard enough time selling things.
So then, why haven't the Royal Guards done anything about it?
Oh, no.
The Royal Guards are this world's peacekeeping force, dating back to when we were playing Elder Tales as a game. If someone tries to fight or PK in a non-player versus player zone, they appear immediately and stop the fighting. Even though there are people of the land inside the movable armor suits, outside magic gives them their power. What that means is the Royal Guard will always be able to subdue an adventurer of any class, no matter how powerful that adventurer is, no matter what level their items. This is how they maintain order.
And we're stuck out here.
You know how it is.
Nothing unusual so far. Let's check the next block.
It's hard to find something when you don't know what it is.
Yeah, it's not even a quest.
Oh, man! It's really cold out here!
Hey!
When did he get there?
Status! We gotta figure out who he is, quick!
He's coming pretty fast!
He's on us!
Wiped them all out?
That's right. And they were all experienced players. He sliced his way through them like it was nothing.
This guy's forced the respawn of at least 10 adventurers.
We learned his name is Inbart Nellis. He's not in a guild. It says he's a samurai, and he's a level 94. That's all the information we could dig up on him.
Okay then, we can't just sit around. Not if we already know what we know about the guy.
So then this knucklehead is running around killing adventurers for kicks. Big deal, we don't die.
I'm glad to see you're not worried. But we can't just let him keep doing this.
It's true. Our very way of life is in danger. The peace we have enjoyed is crumbling away. And so, I believe we should consider an evacuation of the city.
You want us to abandon Akihabara?
We need to take emergency measures. For instance, we could move to Shibuya.
That's a little bit much. And besides, we shouldn't be making a decision like that for everyone else living in the city.
Maybe not. But shouldn't we start gathering up all the lower-level kids and getting them out of here?
Now that might be an idea worth looking at.
This is crazy. I can't believe that something like this is even happening. We've got to figure out a way to shut this guy down for good.
That's for sure.
By the way, what's the villain in glasses up to right now? The founder of the Round Table should be here, shouldn't he?
Well, it's kind of like this. I've heard he's been busy trying to raise money. Plus, we all know December is a hectic month with the holidays, and we have big plans for tomorrow's event.
Why's Ant leave?
Well, my man, there's a request for anyone out there under level 50 to finish hunting down the goblins. It's a good way to keep yourself leveling up.
Sounds to me like an excuse to get us out of the city while they hunt down the killer.
Well, yes, that might actually be a nice side effect.
Oh, come on! I want a piece of the action, too! We can fight!
Toya!
So, you want to be the one to slay the serial killer?
You better believe it, Chief!
Just one mistake can get you killed.
Sure, I know that can happen.
Because you know you're always gonna come back to life?
No, I guess... I didn't mean it that way.
Yeah, little man?
What I meant...
If you're a fighter on the front line, you shouldn't be so eager to die.
I get it. I'd only end up breaking the formation, wouldn't I? And that's not good.
Yes, but that's not the only reason. Resurrection is quite a gift. It's a special treatment given to us just because we played a video game. If we take it for granted and get accustomed to being able to cheat death, we might end up losing something more precious to us in the process, you know what I'm saying?
Miss Akatsuki never made it back to the house today. Where are you? Where are you?
This whole serial killer thing is crazy. I know.
Too much interference. I just wish I could get focused. Would my lord be angry if he knew I was up to something like this?
Keep her safe, Akatsuki.
What does he want me to protect her from? I know that the people of the land are weaker than we are, but I've always thought of her as being pretty strong. I mean, more than most. Do I have any need to protect her? Am I even that much stronger than she is? Do I have a right to ask that? I must get stronger.
Our enemy is extremely tough, everyone. No matter how good you've been in a raid before, we can't let him catch us off guard. You must consider this adversary to be stronger than anyone you've ever faced. Don't go anywhere alone and stay in contact. Communication is key. You're up, Nazuna.
Don't play the hero out there. Be sure to use Formation Alpha if you find yourself in a fight with the subject, okay guys? Now there's one other thing. Each team will have 2 healers for recuperation. Remember, it's reconnaissance. Buy time, keep us posted, and don't get yourself killed. Got it?
Roger!
All right, you have anything to add?
Well, you know, I think you've said everything I wanted to say already. Well, there is one thing. This bastard PK'd a member of our family. Take him out.
Nazuna, don't you think I should be okay to go out on patrol by now? I want the first shot at revenge on this guy.
Yeah, well, you just took another trip to the cathedral. You're gonna need a couple days.
It's just tough seeing Master Sojiro and everybody defending me like this.
Nothing you should take personally, you know? If anyone in our guild gets PK'd, Soju will make sure he pays. 'Cause that's the way he is.
Yeah, I know he is. Master Sojiro does what he can to keep us from getting hurt. But still, I can dream of taking my revenge, can't I?
Never seen this before. Who ever heard of pork miso soup on Christmas Eve?
Yeah, and this one has salmon in it.
Master Sojiro is kind to us. It's true, but I get a feeling it's not because he has some heart of gold. It's just his nature. He looks calm, but I know he's lost his patience. There's no telling what he'll do next. What's the old saying? Never mistake kindness for weakness.
Oh,
If only Kazuhiko and Shiro were here. They're the only two that can make Sojiro change his mind when he's this determined.
I know, I'm really sorry. Yeah, that might be a better day. Let's shoot for New Year's.
Really? So you're saying you haven't found the serial killer yet? I take it you've been doing rounds.
Yeah. You know, you don't need to worry about us. And well, Akatsuki's been working hard. Yeah, that's right. Of course. And you take care of yourself, Shiro.
Soji!
We finally spotted him.
I told the investigation team to get out of there. Let's find him, surround him, and kill him.
I haven't seen you in some time, Princess Lanessia.
This is Lord Kinjo of the Kuni tribe. I wonder what brings him here without even calling on me.
It appears I owe you an apology. First, because I gave you no prior notice of this visit. However, the second involves a matter of some gravity to the people of the land.
You're forgiven for the first. What's the second?
I take it you're familiar with the movable armor. Adventurers know them differently. They tend to refer to them collectively as the Royal Guard.
Yes. Naturally, I'm aware of their role in keeping the peace. What's happening?
A set of movable armor has been stolen from the Palatial Guard room.
What?
A member of the Royal Guard has taken it. I also believe he happens to be a member of the Kuni tribe. A giant magic circle under the city constantly supplies a guard's movable armor with power. The construction of the magic circle varies with each city. Geography and the placement of buildings all are factors.
So if I understand what you're telling me, he won't be able to leave the city with it.
You're right about that. On the other hand, he's nearly invincible within the city. And the amount of magic he can draw makes him far stronger than any adventurer.
So what are you saying exactly?
I am saying that my tribe may be responsible for all the murders. It shames me, but I cannot deny the possibility.
In other words, a person of the land is killing adventurers.
Our negligence allowed this to happen, Your Majesty. You have my sincerest apologies.
Well then. Can the Kuni tribe devise a method of fixing this? Find a way of making this right?
For that I apologize as well. I don't think we can. However, we can deprive the armor of its power by shutting off the magic to the city's circle. Of course, this would also neutralize the city's other magical defenses. There would be nothing stopping monsters from coming in.
Well, if you were to try this, couldn't you just restore the circle right after he's eliminated?
I'm afraid it's not that simple, Your Grace. It would take decades to restore.
This is one time I wish I didn't eavesdrop. But I heard all of that. It doesn't matter. What can I do about it?
I need you to protect the princess while I'm gone.
Great, that's it then. There's nothing I can do about this. Why in the world did it have to happen now? And why did it have to be me, of all people? It's not like I know how to solve something that's so big and out of control. Why did it have to happen while I was working here? I need someone else to show me a way out of this. Please, just somebody help me. What in the world am I supposed to do?
Why don't you ask the Round Table for help?
Seriously? If I tell them what's going on, it won't do anything except create a war with all of the adventurers.
Possibly, but keeping quiet does nothing.
Okay, fine. You really think I should just tell them?
It's not my place to tell you either way.
Why isn't that ignorant four-eyed monster here when I need him most? He was always sticking his nose in my business when I didn't want him to.
He's not going to be here. He's on his way to 7th Fall.
Yes, I know he is, but that is no excuse. Ugh, was that out loud? Ugh. I didn't mean that, okay? Ah! So, I guess...
I'm sorry. I went ahead and let myself in.
Okay. You heard all that.
I did.
Of course you did.
You want one?
It's sweet. I like it.
Sweets are good in times like this.
Yes. I suppose that's because the world isn't kind or sweet.
No, not right now. So he's an NPC?
Yes, he is. I'm really very sorry about all this.
Okay then. This guy that we're after, you know his whereabouts?
We don't know where he is, or why he decided to steal it.
I have a feeling he's down in the sewers. If he's going to lose his powers outside the city, then he's only got a few places to hide, and that's the most likely. He can't bring a lot of attention to himself, and he needs to be everywhere and nowhere at the same time.
So then we should be able to catch him right away if we go after him?
No. The Royal Guard can use teleportation magic. If we surround him, he can disappear.
Yes, of course.
Her shoulders are so slim. I can't imagine how hard it is. To be so delicate and have so much responsibility. It's just amazing to me. It's bad, huh?
Yes, it really is.
Then I'll get him.
What?
You do your best to find a way. And I will as well. I promise you.
Switch tanks, guys. Now to go rile them up.
That's music to my ears. Hey, stupid! I got something for your ass!
Master Sojiro!
Get back, Izumi!
Come on, don't bait on me.
What is this? I don't get it. We landed a bunch of hits on him, and he didn't lose any HP. Something's weird with his status bar, too.
I know, and we've been out here fighting for a long time, with no sign of the Royal Guard.
If Master Sojiro didn't show up, we wouldn't have made it. We gotta help him out.
You can't. The alley is too narrow. All you do is get in his way. Just let him handle this.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing.
Is he really a samurai? He seems different than Master Soji. Divine Eye. Huh? It's Soji's oral art. It allows him to see the path his opponent is going to use to strike. But even with it, things are still close. He normally dodges attacks like that, but now it's making him block.
Sojiro.
Master! Master Soji!
He broke through my barrier. That was supposed to help him keep 20% of his hit points. He won't last very long if this keeps up. He might need to fall back, but he has to be very careful about it. Otherwise, that son of a bitch will just turn around and start tearing us to shreds. There's no guarantee Soji can hold him back on his own.
Akatsuki!
This changes things.
Good to see you. You care to help?
Stealth Blade! Assault! That girl, she's incredible. Gusting Step!
That attack would have killed me if someone hadn't cast a barrier. He's strong, and I've seen that sword before. Run for it.
I don't think so.
What?
Why should I?
Getting a win and solving the problem aren't the same.
Mm-hmm.
Assassination! At least for now, that's the strongest attack I have. Sojiro, you need to go!
You should know by now that's not gonna happen. Nazuna, get back!
Roger!
We'll regroup at the hall. See you there.
He was looking out for his guildmates, even while he was fighting? He was keeping the killer distracted just so his friends could get away. He knows he can't win, but he's doing it for his friends.
Seeing as it's Christmas, I think it's only fitting that I give you a little gift. Akatsuki, I want you to pay attention to this. Now, of course, some of these tips aren't going to be that helpful to you. Sword of Vows! Watch carefully and listen to me. You must maintain an attitude of constant improvement, and never for a moment discount training you've received. Akatsuki, I know it's not much, and I wish I could find a better way to explain it. But that's all there really is to the oral arts.
We're not done. I don't feel like I've learned anything, but I feel like I'm so close!
This can't be real! It can't! Zero!
I understand there's a traditional adventurer greeting for today. Merry Christmas.
My lord, what are you doing right now? I really need to see you. My lord.
Poor Akatsuki.
Where am I? What is this place?
Come and get your fresh, hot Christmas cakes here! And remember, if you don't hurry and get one today, you can't blame me when it turns back into a boring old normal cake. And the kids will love this. If you buy yourself a Christmas cake right now, you'll get a reindeer mask free! That's right!
Disgusting adventurers.
There's nothing to worry about. Henrietta is at the cathedral, and she'll let us know the moment Akatsuki wakes up.
Okay.
Aren't you a bit cold, milady? You've been standing by the window for a while now.
Yeah, I suppose.
Of course, I'm always cold here. I didn't grow up anything like this.
You mean you're not from Akihabara, Lady Riza?
No, I'm from a town called Kiyose. I believe you would recognize it as the area around Nobidome district.
But wait, I thought you were descended from nobility.
No, not even close. My family is wonderfully average.
I guess that means I don't understand anything, do I?
Huh?
I don't know anything about you. Or even any of the people I've met here. Not Miss Akatsuki, or Lady Henrietta, or Lady Marielle. I mean, what I mean is, it's not that I don't know you, but rather, I've never even tried to learn about you. I didn't even try to learn about Master Krusty.
Well, allow me to share something with you. I was an honor student at school, you know. The faculty took a liking to me and was excellent in my classes. All I had to do was act intelligent, and then I was showered with praise. It's like I'd become adept at pretending I was smart. So, as you might expect, I'm glad I found myself in a guild like DDD. I met a lot of people through the guild, and they showed me that I really need to focus on someone other than myself. If I didn't learn that, I can't really imagine the number of wonderful things I would have missed in this world, or the amazing people I would have met. I can't imagine where I'd be.
I can relate to that. Everyone is beautiful, and they're unique in their own way. We just don't always see it, do we? And we don't always know how to recognize it when we do see it. Perhaps that's the reason I feel the need to act like a princess. Because my strengths, they never seem like enough. I feel like the only thing I really have is my royal heritage. And so, I need to be completely open and honest with you, Lady Riza. If I'm anything else, then I do not deserve your kindness. Anything less is not worthy of someone's respect or friendship.
So, you want to be open, all right? If that's what you want, my first bit of advice is simple. Being a perfectly open person is almost impossible. Let's just start by being friends, Linesia. If you would be okay with that, of course. I am an adventurer, after all.
Don't tell me. Could it... No. Okay, where am I trying to go? I keep getting pushed around. Rushed somewhere. But I don't know where. Right, where am I going now? What if I'm not going anywhere? Maybe I'm just running for the sake of running.
I really didn't think it was going to be this quiet.
Yeah. I think I lost part of myself. Did you see that? Or feel it, my lord?
Here, Akatsuki.
Yeah, okay. So that's where we are.
Incredible, isn't it?
Look at that. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Those are their memories?
Every time a player has died, they've offered a memory, so they could stand up one more time. So I'm guessing you got killed on your mission?
That's right. I died, didn't I? Yes, I died. And I was just about to learn something very important.
Yeah, well, the same thing happened to me. And now we're both dead.
You too, my lord?
Mm-hmm.
This has to be the strangest Christmas Eve ever, my lord. Really.
I've completely failed. I don't think I planned well enough. I didn't trust anyone.
I'm not really sure I understand, my lord. Somehow I'm not all that upset about losing my battle.
A myriad of things kept me from doing what I planned to do, and it wound up getting me killed. It's all so strange. I never imagined I'd end up seeing you out here like this.
Yes, my lord. It is strange. Was this just coincidence? No, it has to be because I wanted so badly to see him again. I was aching to feel him next to me. But there was something else. Something about to click. I was on the verge of something big. You know, my lord, I need to go back again.
I think I should give it another shot, too. And use everyone's experience.
Shall we? I was somewhere with my lord. It was cold and I remember the sea. I have a fleeting feeling. I almost had something. Almost had it in my hands. That's it. I'm going to face him again. And no matter what, I will not fail this time.
Akatsuki! Are you alright? He didn't leave any scars on you, did he? Oh, you're just so cute. Oh, my goodness.
Please don't do that.
I thought it was about time for you to come out of that slumber of yours.
Excuse me.
Sorry.
It's probably a bit rude of me to ask, but I really need your help with something. Could you please teach me the oral arts? I want to do whatever it takes to stop that serial killer.
Didn't Master Sojiro already use his oral art against him, Miss Nazuna?
He did.
And that wasn't enough to get the job done, was it?
That's right.
There is no sense obsessing over it, knowing that it didn't work before.
Well, I mean, I want to stop this maniac from killing anyone else. It doesn't have to be an oral art. It's just... if any of you know another way to end this, I'm willing to learn about that too.
You really think you have a chance to beat him?
Look, I don't know. But I have to try. I can't just sit back and let him keep going. Master Shiro's not in the city right now. We have to handle this.
Did I just hear you correctly? Shiro isn't here in the city?
Listen, he asked us to keep it quiet if we could. But yes, Shiro isn't here. He's currently on a mission outside Akihabara.
Well, that explains a lot. Now I know why you've been acting so strange. Akatsuki. You still haven't answered my question. Do you think you can win? Can you stop this guy from killing again? And are you able to do it all on your own?
Of course not alone. Oh, I know I can't handle this guy by myself. That's why I'm here asking for your help. Please help me end this.
I would say you've passed our test, if only halfway. DDD has but 8 confirmed oral arts among its members at the moment. Lord Krusty's already given us permission. We will share everything we know with you. Goodness. This is like going through middle school all over again.
See for yourself. There doesn't seem to be any more goblins in this area.
Yeah.
My lord. You're getting bored again, aren't you?
Okay, guilty as charged. I'm coming out of my skin.
Yeah, well, deal with it.
Look, I wouldn't be here if I wasn't able to endure such things. What's going on there?
My weapon's been acting a bit strange as of late.
Why don't you have someone take a look at it, repair it?
Yeah, I guess I could, but it's working fine other than this.
If I'm not mistaken, your weapon is named Disaster, yes?
Yeah, even the flavor text isn't very flattering in its description of it either. It's a little better now. Sorry for bringing it up.
Glad that's over with. I always get nervous when I have to present my research to the class.
Well, everybody seemed to be pretty impressed with your work, you know. It was the coolest thing to come out of Roderick's workshop. At least it seemed like it to me. It's actually a pretty cool thing if you think about it, not needing a chef subclass to cook anymore.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't call making a salad a grand achievement. Still, I'm not really sure how it's even possible to begin with.
It's the Guildmaster.
Ah, continue eating, everyone. I'm pleased to announce some of our latest findings on a few of the things we've been investigating. There are 3 topics I need to share with you while we still have time. First is the gender gap that goes back to our gaming days.
Gender gap?
You know how some people played the game as the opposite gender? That's what he means.
The body influences personality, but now it appears those gender characteristics will also be passed to your vocal cords, thus further altering one's gender in this world. If you are currently an adventurer in a female body, your voice will gradually become more feminine. Those male players will continue to acquire female characteristics. Next is a geographical observation. And to be honest, there are more questions than answers about this. But it looks as though the distance between Akihabara and Mount Fuji is gradually increasing. Actually, it's the distance between any 2 points, although the increments are rather small for now.
Excuse me.
Yes, go ahead.
Is that going on everywhere, Guildmaster? I mean, are the mountain ranges themselves also getting bigger? Is everything growing?
Yes, that appears to be the case. The last issue we'll be addressing is flavor text. As you're already aware, flavor text is just an explanation describing an item's origins and abilities, originally written by the developers. They called it flavor text because it was only there to enhance the experience of gameplay.
Okay. With the little pop-ups that are supposed to set the mood and stuff.
That's right. These blurbs were never meant to have any real meaning to them. But something about them seems to have changed. Anything written about any person or thing in its text has new relevance.
Crazy.
Is it simply coincidence that all these recent phenomena have been happening lately? Perhaps we should consider the possibility that this world is in the middle of a large-scale transformation. It appears the apocalypse isn't anywhere near complete.
I have a report on him. The serial killer is a person of the land.
She told them.
If this information becomes public, it's going to do irreparable damage to the relationship between both our peoples. I can only assume that's the reason you went on trying to handle this matter on your own. Am I right? I understand why you wanted to do this, but the public would have discovered the truth eventually.
Well, not if everyone in the public is already dead.
Is the Brigade of the West Wind planning to release this information?
No. Sojiro said we're gonna stay out of it for now. He's waiting for these 2 to fix this mess.
Meaning?
Meaning someone needs to set them straight. And I don't think you want me to be the one to do it.
So what exactly were the 2 of you thinking? I'm going to guess you decided on your own that you should handle it yourselves. Even though you already knew that you couldn't do this alone, you went anyway. Perhaps you don't think very highly of your friend's abilities. How long do you plan on being a solo act? Shiro isn't the only one out here that you can depend on. You're going to have to learn to rely on one another.
She's right. That's exactly how I've seen things. He casts a big shadow, and I've been hiding in it all this time. I never even made an attempt to get to know anyone else, much less learn to trust them. As soon as my lord was gone, I didn't know what to do. I couldn't even do what he asked me to.
Weren't you coming to this mansion to be a bodyguard for the princess? You weren't the only one assigned to Suifu. Did you honestly believe that you were the only person guarding the princess? Riza and I might have something to say about that.
I am not the only person my lord counts on. But when I saw how that burden was bearing down on her, I had to do something to make it less than it was. I had to help the princess. I need your help. I can't do it without you.
Of course we'll help you. Riza and I are here to help however we can. But there is someone else that can help you as well.
Someone else?
Yes.
She doesn't have to. Because above all, Akatsuki is my friend.
Lanessia's doing the best she can every day. We can help her. All of us. Together, we can do it. I ask you. I need you. I need my friends.
All right, then. Let's stop Enbart Nellis. I'll make up the plan. We're all in this together, so let's get it done.
My lord, it's dark now. Let's get back to camp.
The spearhead is a bit strange.
What do you mean?
It looks like this area might have been a training ground for goblins.
For goblins? You think so? I mean, when do goblins invest time in combat training? Oh, here we go. It's acting up again.
Lisa!
The sword of the cold Byakamaru? Are you sure that's the serial killer's katana?
I knew it the moment I saw it. Up until very recently, it was in a minima.
Marielle, are you all right?
I don't know. He usually calls right on time, but maybe today he's just running late.
Yeah, well, they're not exactly having a camp out. There might be some days he's too busy to call. You might just have to wait until tomorrow, okay, Marielle?
Yeah, I guess you're right. Oh, now, Skoo. Why tonight?
Is there anything else about him you think might be helpful? I have to take this. I'm here. Okay. Oh no. Yes, understood. Let me see what I can find out here. I'll call back shortly.
Pardon me, Miss Risa.
I'm sorry, it's nothing. I just know this is a desperate time for us.
Maybe, but you don't have to hide your feelings from us. Look, if you want to talk about it, I don't mind being here for you, okay? Misa's scythe went out of control? And what? It made Krusty vanish into thin air?
None of us can get our telepathic calls to go through. Then we still have to deal with this serial killer menace. If there's one thing we need to keep under control, it's that we don't want any information about this to get out.
Yes, you might want to keep this from the round table. The timing would not be ideal. We still don't know who Minami's spies are. I'm wondering if we should inform Princess Lanessia or not.
Definitely.
And if I know Krusty like you do, Risa, he'll waltz right back to us as if nothing happened to him at all.
I suppose he would.
Henrietta, this is horrible!
What's going on, Mikakage?
There's something very wrong with the flavor texts!
Things are literally becoming their descriptions?
Yeah, even though it's always been there just to add ambiance and intrigue. But now, anything written in the flavor text is becoming true to life.
Well, I guess that means we'll need to pay much closer attention to all the item descriptions from now on.
It could start causing all kinds of trouble for us if we don't.
The flavor text. Words giving their objects unforeseen power. Maybe that's the reason Misa's weapon attacked her and Krusty. To complicate matters, the killer is in possession of Byakamaru. Who knows what will happen if the flavor text of that sword were to come to life? Huh? That sword can do an incredible amount of damage on its own. Now it's in the hands of someone in Royal Guard armor.
If I remember correctly, you get Byakamaru as an item drop in a quest.
That's right. It's one of the raids they released in Expansion Pack 10. You had to beat the dead warrior Lugrius to get it. It was his sword, and it was absolutely incredible.
Dead warrior Lugrius?
So what does the flavor text on Lugrius have to say?
It talks about the legend of Lugrius and how he turned into a demon. Lugrius originally fought as the hero of the Icy Walls, alongside the Izumo Knights, for 100 years. It said he fought long and hard to defend the health and happiness of the Suskino people, always keeping the evil giants at bay. He was truly the Ezo Empire's champion. However, However, the Maid of Elm, Stewie now, served Lugrius a deadly poison in an unforeseen act of betrayal. Shortly after, he became a monster, filled with bitterness and hatred for everyone.
Well, that certainly doesn't paint a bright light on things.
Do you think the evil spirit is real? And that he's out there helping the killer in the armor?
Don't be ridiculous. Huh? Oh, I'm terribly sorry about that. I guess maybe it could be, and that could possibly help us devise a plan to defeat Lugrius.
Get out of my head! Damn you! I won't be your puppet! I'm a member of the Royal Guard! Release yourself. You're not this town's filthy guard dog. With power greater than the adventurers, you should be their hero. Join me in my vengeance against the Maid of Elm. Against all the putrid human refuse swimming around you!
Flavor text is coming to life. I wonder, what would have happened if I'd been able to get to Byakumaru before the killer did? I was so jealous of Minori. Who knows what I would have done with all that hate in me?
Are you sure about this?
Huh? I think it'd be best if I stayed out of it for now. Besides, I'm sure Master Shiro's guildmate will find a solution soon enough.
So it really does boil down to oral arts.
Thank you. The oral arts are quite simple. And as for me, I have the power of my girls by my side.
All right, we all know the goal for our new training sessions. Find and destroy the serial killer terrorizing our city. In keeping with Riza's strategy, the training sessions will help everyone get to know each other as well as increase your abilities in battle. And this one here, she says she wants to learn the oral arts. So I need you to show her everything you've picked up so far.
I'm not all that skilled, but you have my full devotion.
You might want to save that for the guy you end up marrying.
Henrietta would have lost her mind if she heard you say something like that.
You're not the only one who wants to toughen up. Let's get started then, and take him out.
Aren't you glad you decided to come out and join us? You know the drill, people. First is to accurately judge distances. Find your range.
I'm not really sure what else I can say about it.
Anything you can. Everything helps.
You can't just go and learn an oral art by clearing a raid, and it's not like it's an item drop from killing an enemy or anything.
He's right, you know. I mean, they're really not all that special when you think about them. Even if I told you how I got one, you wouldn't be able to do the same thing. For example, our guildmaster learned how to use Hyperion Eye. We can all learn what it does, but not necessarily master it. Even if he doesn't have a good look at his target, he still has the ability to determine what its hit points and status are.
So if you were able to master something like that, you could figure out how many hit points the guys behind you have, and figure out if they're a threat. It's actually pretty sweet.
That would be very helpful.
But unfortunately, he's the only person we know who can use it. There is no guarantee you can master it, even if you learn the first level.
I'll take what I can get. Please help me. Let's try it again. Oral arts. Please show me some sort of clue.
Hey, Akatsuki! I made something for you. It's special.
What do you mean it's special?
Our killer is a member of the Royal Guard. He is a person of the land in possession of movable armor, and he's armed with the Sword of the Cold, Byakumaru.
Its usual attack is Blizzard and Freeze, and it can inflict its damage at great range on its target.
I remember him. Wasn't Lugrius a raid boss?
Yes, and knowing that should help us defeat him, assuming the flavor text holds true for both, it should enlighten us in 3 ways. First, the sword will use Blizzard to inflict the freeze status effect. Second, it will increase all of the stats of the person with the sword, multiplied by his opposition. Every offensive and defensive statistic for Byakumaru's master will go up for every player that opposes him within 50 meters.
Meaning that overwhelming him with numbers isn't gonna work.
That's where our strategy comes in. It's still possible to use a raid party in this situation, but with a different tactic. We still use R24, with the usual 6 split in 2 or 3, but scattered across the city like a net.
You want to hold a full raid inside the city?
Pretty amazing, Riza. You can tell she's in charge of the development and training squadron in Krusty's guild. She's showing no signs of wilting or backing down in the face of all the grand warriors.
It seems to me that you're spreading your team out too far. How do you plan to lead them?
We'll use the telepathic network to keep our chat up and running during the battle. Once one of the groups makes contact, we'll have them deployed in such a way that the others can get to them quickly.
So I'm guessing Byakumaru's third effect isn't hard to guess. Am I right?
Right. Like a lot of magic swords we already know about, there should be a basic boost to his hit points. Of course, we still need to deal with his opposition increase.
I swear I don't know who came up with that, but I've always hated it. How do you plan to deal with it?
We need permission for a curfew, and we need it from right now until midnight New Year's Day.
It should come from the Round Table, to ask all of the people of the land to stay in their homes for their own safety.
Well, that's certainly a start, I guess.
Do you really think we should face something so powerful?
Woodstock has a point. If the killer has a guardsman's movable armor, then he can teleport anywhere within the city at any time. It will all be a waste if he gets away.
We have a solution. But we need the princess to make it work. Huh?
So you're telling me you want me to cut the power to Akihabara's magic circle, right?
We can deprive the armor of its power by shutting off the magic to the city's circle. Of course, this would also neutralize the city's other magical defenses. There would be nothing stopping monsters from coming in.
Well, if you were to try this, couldn't you just restore the circle right after he's eliminated?
I'm afraid it's not that simple, Your Grace. It would take decades to restore.
I'm already aware this plan has its risks. Listen to me, Linesia. I know this cannot be an easy decision, but with your blessing, we do have a chance. No, I know it will work!
So are you asking me this as a task of my official position? As an emissary of my people?
For something like this, we can't do it any other way. I respect your decision, no matter which choice you end up making.
Yeah, absolutely. Nothing will change between any of us, no matter what. Whatever you decide, don't be afraid of that.
In the end, I couldn't bring myself to make a decision right there on the spot. I wanted to be a friend and give them everything they asked of me. But, as my grandfather's ambassador, what's the right thing to do?
Okay, time is running short. So what do I do now?
How's the training going, huh? So, when's the big raid party in the city, baby?
New Year's Eve.
How do you like that? Taking care of your resolution before the end of the year. That's cool.
Not sure if I'll ever master an oral art. It's like I'm constantly grasping at air.
I know it's late, but is there anything I can do maybe to help you out a little bit?
Thanks for asking, Chief, but I'm all right.
You sure about that? I'm getting the feeling that you're pushing yourself just a little too hard for your own good, you know?
My lord, why don't you try taking a break for a while?
I'm fine. I need to squeeze in as much work as I possibly can.
Maybe, but don't overdo it, okay?
Don't you worry about me. I'm working hard because I want to.
I really don't know why my lord pushes himself as much as he does all the time. I mean, I guess he's trying to get the best out of himself. So I will do the same thing for me. If I want to take down an enemy like this, I need to test my limits. It's just not strong enough.
Come on, guys! Keep your distance! Now, slip in behind your enemy!
You need to be in a constant state of evaluating your opponent. Know what you can do, and be aware of what you cannot do, so it doesn't take you by surprise in the fight.
I know that I'm weak. But there's some things I can only learn by knowing what my weaknesses are. I've learned from defeat, and found a purpose in my lack of talent. But still, I can't do everything on my own.
Would you like to try using this, Akatsuki? It really helps build up your defenses.
Thanks a lot, you guys.
I bet you'd like to have a few strawberries, wouldn't ya?
We got a buttload for our Christmas cake and had a few left over.
Thank you. I can learn teamwork and get strong at the same time.
You know, you sure are tiny. Learn to use it to your advantage.
Huh?
Think about how big he is. It'll drive him nuts if you keep moving around and he can't hit you. He should have a ton of blind spots. Come on then, give it a try.
Until now, I thought being small was always working against me. But I can also use it to my advantage. I still need to be mindful of what I can and cannot do, though.
This is it! This is the place! Is this the guild training for the mission to take out the serial killer? Michitaka told us about you guys. We thought we'd come by and offer our help. You're still looking for more recruits, right?
We most definitely are. So, would your friend like to join us?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh!
No, it's really nothing, you guys.
Looks like we got all the positions in the raid party filled.
Now that we're all set, can you tend to that other matter? As member number 25.
You bet. I'm on it.
Princess Linesia, I'm glad you came out. It's so good to see you.
Mikakagi! Are the rice balls ready yet?
Huh? Oh yeah, it's already noon, isn't it?
You need to be a little more aware, okay? They're never gonna be ready in time unless you hit the kitchen.
Oh, sorry.
Excuse me, do you think I could help you guys?
Huh? You want to help?
Do you have the cooking skill, Your Highness?
Huh? I couldn't say.
You're welcome to give it a shot. I'm so hungry I could eat my foot!
Let's dig in, guys!
Thanks for the rice balls!
Is anyone sitting here?
Go ahead.
You know, I actually made that one.
Huh? It's lopsided, but good. Very tasty.
Well, I'm glad you like it.
I need to apologize.
Huh?
I looked at you as an easy way out of my situation.
What do you mean by that?
The other day, when you went out on your own and attempted to take out the serial killer for me, I was thinking for a moment that if you could have defeated him that night, then I might have been able to avoid any conflict between my people and yours. I just wanted to cry to my grandfather, or get Master Krusty to handle it. But you know, I'm not going to be that person anymore. I'm not going to avoid responsibility. Like the Kuni tribe who laid the whole thing at my feet a couple of days ago. That said, I'm still nervous about it. And I can't decide yet.
It made me happy when you said I was your friend. You don't need to be nervous. You have a whole lot of friends here who've got your back, plus me, you know? We're still friends, and we always will be.
Thanks, Akatsuki.
Let's get this show on the road, people!
Coming!
We're friends.
So what do you think? Have you figured anything out yet? To discover an oral art, you must realize you don't actually need it.
What's that supposed to mean?
If I had known. I never would have sold it to him. There's no way you could know. It's fine.
I will not run from this responsibility. If I do things the way I used to, letting other people fight my battles for me, I'll be showing everyone that I can never be trusted with the work that befits my title. And I could never be worthy of their friendship.
Princess Linesia.
I need to have a part in this quest.
Perhaps as the 26th member of the Suifu Maidens, will that do?
In the end, I have failed to master a single oral art. But that's okay. I now have a team I trust.
Take care of yourselves out there.
Now give it all you got!
New Year's Eve is here. Time to give him the end he deserves.
You're kidding me. You're not taking me very seriously. Just two of you. Well, time to die. You'll be bowing on your hands and knees, like all the other commoners, before I take their lives. Just like the Maid of Elm. You will pay for your betrayal. You don't deserve to live!
Let's go.
Just remember, that sword can cast the blizzard spell. Not to mention his stats are off the chart, thanks to him wearing that royal guard armor. Be careful, he's like an OP hacker.
Sorry to ask this, but have you ever been on a raid before?
This is my first one!
That makes two of us. If it's all the same to you, I don't want to spend New Year's Eve on the floor of the cathedral.
Definitely. Let's make our first raid a success!
Sounds good.
Visual on him. He's on Central Street headed to Old Ogawamachi. He's caught up to C-Squad and they only have one healer. D-Squad, fall back on Central and back them up. All other units, hold your positions.
Isn't Akatsuki in C-Squad with Marielle?
Yes. I was hoping he'd run into them, especially with her acute reconnaissance skills.
We're gonna get this guy!
Keep your focus, Kyoko.
I've got a score to settle with this piece of crap!
Then let's take him down.
You're mine, Nellis!
You need to be in a constant state of evaluating your opponent. Know what you can do, and be aware of what you cannot do, so it doesn't take you by surprise in the fight.
I have to face my shortcomings. And make them work for me. Now let's find a blind spot!
Morbid Stinger Slash! Good hit! The poison should start wearing him out!
I've always seen my short stature as a hindrance, but not anymore. Not at all.
How thick is your blood, adventurers? Let's find out!
I'm glad everyone shared so much of their things with me.
Akatsuki!
I'm fine. Let's put an end to this. You must be stopped.
Orion Delayed Blow!
You've got an opening now! Move on to the next area! Thank you, Kawara!
You're the best!
Running won't help. Little girls.
A raid inside the city.
This would have been impossible back in the original game.
Viper Slash!
I don't understand why the Royal Guards haven't come after him yet.
According to the system, if he's here and suited up, it must assume he's here punishing us, which is exactly what's allowing us to fight in the city.
All right, you little trollops. Round two.
We'll keep him occupied as long as we can. Go to the next area.
We got more than enough to keep him busy. Go get ready to spank his naughty tushy good.
We're on it! Thanks a lot!
Looks like the Baker was right. Lugrius is also boosting his abilities, based on the fact that everyone within 50 meters is buffing him.
It was a smart move getting everyone to stay indoors.
We've got 24 players out there, and they're the only ones in the street. I split them into small groups and spread them out as thin as possible. Akatsuki is leading Nellis along with her, running him through a gauntlet of each team's patrol area where they can deal damage to him. A classic example of kiting. As he keeps his focus on Akatsuki, the others can attack him while she gets healed.
Well, okay. I can see that Yamato's captain of training and development really knows her stuff. I like it. It's gonna work.
Well, it would under normal conditions. Remember, things are different. You can't simply set up a raid and expect to win anymore. That sword is dangerous enough. Plus, Nellis is in Royal Guard armor. He can transport anywhere in the city.
He's moved on to the next block.
Those damned adventurers are scattered everywhere. Not so fast, my friend. We must hunt down that little wench first.
To complicate matters, he has the combat skills of a Royal Guardsman. There are still so many things that can go wrong here.
Are you okay?
Sorry about that. Kyoko, may I confide in you about something? Something about this just hit me. I've endangered many people, and there's nothing I can do for them right now. And the thought of that overwhelms and terrifies me. And the princess, she has been forced to deal with such dire circumstances her entire life. I have a new respect for her.
Yeah, well, everyone in the round table deals with it. And the same goes for you. Huh? Like right now. We all do what needs to be done.
Yes. Let's finish this then.
After D Squad has finished healing, get back to C Squad. F Squad, I have an update for you. Stand by, checkpoint D.
Are you sure you want to do this?
I am.
Remember, Princess, Akihabara won't have its magical defenses for decades. And without the Royal Guard to keep the peace, it could fall into lawlessness.
I know. It wasn't just the Kuni.
All people of the land share in the blame. We were responsible for guarding the armor. And now we should do what we can to assist the adventurers. We owe them dearly for our failures in this matter. This particular situation now calls for cutting off the magic.
I remind you, you could be making their burdens worse.
You don't need to worry about that. You may have forgotten, Master Kinjo. The Round Table Conference has already petitioned the princess to make this happen. And since we are fellow residents of Akihabara, we've already pledged our support in remedying this.
If you insist. Regardless of the cause, there's no denying one thing. There was a fault in my tribe's security that must be addressed. It's been hundreds of years, and we've always defended the magic circle faithfully. That history is tarnished. We must atone for that.
What are you saying?
Precisely as you said yourself. We must do everything in our power to assist the adventurers as they learn to live in this land. We should take a new step forward and not reject them. I believe I owe you an apology for the way I've tested you, Princess. Furthermore, and I'm sure of this, I shall be in your debt regarding this incident, Your Highness. But on the other hand, I get the feeling I'm going to be clearing that debt with someone else. Well, we should be going now.
Is that...
After you, ladies.
Let's go.
J Squad, move away from him and get to somewhere you can heal. D Squad, hold your position. You've got less than 30 seconds. Get ready.
Are you okay, Marielle? This is a piece of cake. I can keep on running until dawn if I need to.
Why did you betray me, Strunia? No, shut up! I'm not Lugrius!
You got it.
Quiet! How could you betray me like that? I saved your city, and this is the thanks I give.
Companion summon Golem! I thought you guys might need a hand. Thanks for the help. Heartbeat healing! Here!
I really needed that. Thanks a lot, you guys. Your incantation is adorable, by the way.
Combat companion summon Diesel Lancer! Good luck! Thank you! 10 meters to the next block, Riza!
I'm close. I'm so close to learning something. I can feel it.
Marielle! J-Squad isn't gonna get there in time!
I am weak.
My sword is starving, adventurer. Let's give it a taste of your blood!
I must move faster. No, faster than this! Faster, Akatsuki!
What the hell?
Where did all those Akatsuki's come from? Wait a minute. Did I just release the hide shadow ability while I was pushing myself back there? My desire to move faster must have triggered it somehow. I must have forced it to manifest. I've got it. I've got my oral art. It's mine.
Looks like she finally got one.
Yes! Do it, Akatsuki!
An oral art isn't something one can simply be taught. You have to train, understanding your weaknesses and fighting to overcome them.
Get him, Akatsuki, and stay in his blind spot!
I don't believe this. I spent so much time depending on what the game was giving me, and all I had to do was reach beyond that. It was there all along and I didn't see it. I see it now. All I have to do is free my expectations. I used to be just like you, held back by myself, but it's okay if I'm weak. I can use it to get better. Let me tell you something, you monster. You choose to never face your demons, embracing a cursed power. You don't have anyone to blame but yourself. You may think you wield overwhelming strength, but it's nothing compared to a will inspired by weakness! Got him! You go, girl. Oh no! It's stuck!
So easy to lure you in, adventurer!
Oh my god! Akatsuki only has 5% of her health left! And she doesn't have a sword anymore!
To make things worse, Marielle's running out of magic points. She can only cast light healing spells on her.
I'm sorry, Akatsuki, but I'm out of power. I don't have any mana left either.
You need to get out of here before he ends up killing us both.
C-Squad! We need you to back up C-Squad! We're already on our way.
No, Akatsuki! I still have to help you!
Don't give up. Find me as quick as you can, no matter what it takes. Move it.
We're on the move, people. C-Squad is taking Central Street toward Kandam-Yojin Street. Cover them. All other units, set your new perimeter line.
Face your accuser for once. Stop running from me. That's not her. They're those adventurer maidens.
Lugrius has taken over his mind. Marielle, I'm gonna need some room. Now wait. Isn't this the Screaming Sword? Haganamushi?
No, not exactly. I reforged it into Haganamushi Tatari. I made it smaller so you could handle it better.
But...
It looked like you could use a sword out there. Make good use of it, and finish him off.
Well, if it isn't Maiden 27, and not a moment too soon.
Even if I cut this guy down, the murders won't stop. I have to destroy the sword. My Haganamushi has an ability. It decreases enemy weapon durability with each strike inflicted on it. I've gotta finish this fast so this maniac doesn't hurt anyone else.
What's this again?
No!
Make sure you don't turn his attention to you.
Count on it!
Hisami, how much is his HP?
Let me look. His display's going crazy, but he's right at 20%. I can't get a clean read.
Got it. C-Squad, swap Marielle out with Nazuna. Find them and make it happen. Roger. If this is a raid boss, it's about time for his attack patterns to change. Watch your back out there.
Will do.
C-Squad, start heading into position. Take back up Plan 6's route. Got it.
Oh man, that was fast.
Engage! Thornbind hostage!
Well done. Rapid shot!
Shiro's protege is my protege too. And you look like you could use a hand. Let's get some distance. Huh? It's no time to fall apart. Get your head on straight.
So this is a raid. Amazing.
Akatsuki, it's about time I show you my oral art. Divine Step!
What is this? Walls of purification are supposed to keep you from getting injured, but you're actually making steps in the air with them? Is that how you saved me earlier tonight?
You get a gold star. You just have to change how you see the world. So, make you feel kinda silly?
Just a little.
Wow. I don't know if he's gonna attack us again, or just keel over and die.
Time to put an end to this little game.
Three, 2, 1. Take it down.
You're just outside of 50 meters, Riza. All right, now let him have it!
Freezing liner! You're not spilling another drop of innocent blood! Your days of terrorizing this city are over!
It worked! You're not teleporting anywhere when you don't have any more magic. That armor of yours means nothing now.
You filthy little tramps. This isn't over! I swear I'll have your head, adventurer!
The flavor text has changed. Haganamushi Tatara. The swordsmith Tatara of Amenama reforged this blade. For none other than the quiet and aloof swordswoman.
May the serious maiden never falter nor fall as she presses onward. May she drive away the evil curse and tragedy in this world, allowing the people and the sword alike to support one another in harmony. May she wield this blade in the defense of all who need its protection, and steel her heart against despair.
It's over, isn't it?
Yes. It really didn't matter how much HP he had left. All we had to do was find a way to shatter that blade. A masterful strategy.
Congratulations. You're amazing as always.
Yeah, tell me something I don't know.
Women really are powerful, aren't they? Right, Shiro?
Check it out!
Oh my gosh!
And I made a whole bunch of sweets for us.
I'm gonna be so sad tomorrow.
God, I've never seen so much food in my life!
So are all of your pajama parties like this?
I think I like it.
I'd eat everything, but I'd get as big as a house. But I'm not gonna stop.
I want to hear some singing.
I'm gonna sing on the boys' team this time around to make it fair.
Well, since we finally lifted the curfew, everyone is out on the street dancing.
We can invite Minori and all the lower ranks back home.
What should we do about Henrietta?
She'll be alright eventually. I'm sure she lost her mind when she saw everyone in their pajamas.
Okay.
Akatsuki, thank you for everything.
I think I should be thanking you instead, Lanessia. I think I finally figured it all out, my lord. Protecting someone means giving them a home to come back to. What people need is a place where they can laugh without fear. I understand now. It's the reason why my lord works so hard. Please hurry back home.
Akatsuki. Akatsuki. Hello? You there?
My lord? What's happening out there? You're not supposed to call unless there's a problem.
Yeah, that was the deal, but...
Wow, I've never known you to break the rules like that, my lord.
I am the villain in glasses.
All right, you wouldn't be you without a few surprises.
So how did the raid go? Akatsuki. Good job.
My lord.
We're still figuring things out over here. But we're not giving up. In fact, we're just about to give it another go. It happened on Christmas Eve night.
Whoa! I knew he was supposed to be big, but that is ridiculous!
Luciato of the 7th Garden.
It's just like all the scouts said. He's the spitting image of the boss from the Halos raid.
Let's breeze through this so we can chow down on some chicken.
I don't think we're gonna breeze through anything.
But we might keep ourselves alive if we stick to the plan.
So what do you think our chances are, strategist?
50-50. We're less than 20 meters away. Watch it, you guys.
Come on!
Heal!
Shields up! Go for it!
I got him where I want him! Anchor, how?
All right, Raiders, let's do this! Drop him where he stands. Party 3 and 4, keep hitting him! Party 2, lead element, back him up! Anyone not attacking, cast healing buffs on Party 1's tanks!
Watch it! Keep an eye on Luciato, that glow means something! Two are dead, and several more are critically wounded. Reinforce the front line's buffs!
Sasameki, give me a count!
1, 2...
Keep hitting him from a distance while we cast the healing and resurrection spells!
You see what he did? That was crazy out there.
The original wasn't anywhere near as powerful.
That one just came and hit us without any warning.
23, 24.
He's coming!
Move it! Move it! Wait, he's doing something different this time.
Each attack unleashes a ton of damage. There's no way we can survive one of those.
88, 89, 90.
Now! Shields, people!
Sacred barrier! Sanctuary!
If you live through it, start doing a count!
Yeah, I hear you on that one!
Everyone survived. 90 seconds to recast.
I need a
As soon as we have our shields back up, let that tin can have it!
Looks like he's wide open after using his attack.
It's time for us to go on the offensive. So everyone made it through a second attack?
Not too shabby, guys!
Yeah. Looks like we're adapting pretty well out here.
Come on, you guys! Don't let up on me! I need everything you've got! Now take him down!
Cross slash! Round windmill! Turning swallow!
Resounding beat! Looks like we're making a comeback!
You're doing too much! He's going to redirect his attention! You're gonna end up getting hit! Oh god! What's going on? I can't move!
What is this gunk coming out of them?
Whatever it is, I'm stuck in it! I'm losing hit points! This crap is poisoned! Can't get my attack speed and power up! I need a buff out here!
I don't seem to remember this pattern in Helios, but it doesn't seem to inflict much damage.
Anchor! How? What the? He's just ignoring it? Anchor How didn't work?
He's got us trapped. He's using an immobilizing attack.
They're in trouble.
AoE barriers! Do what you can to keep them healthy! Hold your ground!
Holy crap!
We lost 10. No, 11.
Party 1's healers support the front line. Party 2 cast healing on yourselves. 3 and 4 lower your damage by 70%.
Get healthy, people. I love it. Is this a raid or what?
Lightning straight! Wyvern kick! Ugh. Shiro.
Tank exchange! Now it's go! Get in there!
All right, let's do it!
I got something for you! And your mom!
Looks like he's about to switch into a different configuration.
This was just a gimmick when we fought it in Helios. I guess this boss can do it anytime he wants.
Great. So now we're dealing with true White Knight mode?
The fight's just getting started. Don't let your guard down.
It's just as the scouts reported. All his broken armor is turning into more beasts.
I don't think I've ever seen so many. Can we even do this? Is it possible? Quit your whining, sissy pants. Let's do it.
Front line, draw the attention of the mob. Everyone else attack Rusiato and make it count.
Huh? What the?
You know, I don't think that was a good idea.
Oh, come on! They're restoring his health?
I get it now. Everyone we beat gives Rusiato some of his health back. Pretty clever, actually.
Look, he's back in Black Knight mode.
Doesn't this guy ever quit?
88, 89, 90.
Wait, look! He's regaining his strength! It doesn't matter whether he's getting his strength back or not. If we hit him faster than he can regroup, then he'll never catch up.
What? He's doing it again!
This is pure insanity.
I don't think this is working.
We need to be going after that giant freaking knight!
We can't just ignore the Shadow Vanguard. If we let them get past us, they'll kill our healers. We can't break up. We won't have a party left to hit this guy.
It's a numbers game. The number of Shadow Vanguard that appear is directly related to the number of people that cause damage to Rusiato in Black Knight mode.
Okay, so what do?
We do this. We only let our heavy hitters take him on. We'll train his focus. Everyone else will take on support roles. That should control the number of Shadow Vanguard, only respawning 10 next time.
Let him get mad, but don't kill him this time.
Yeah, I know. I hate to admit it, but I wouldn't be able to beat him like I am now. No, I can't forgive him for what he did. Someday I'm gonna kick his ass. Everyone's gonna see it, and I'm gonna love it. I'm gonna rip his glasses off and smash that smug face of his. Then I'm gonna take a little nap and crush him all over again.
Looks like we got him down to half his health!
Great! I think we got this, guys!
I'm gonna get stronger and get epic items on this raid. You just wait. You're gonna get yours and get it good. Shiro, your day is coming, Enchanter. You're gonna pay, boy.
69, 70.
What the? Tarta Urga?
It's Abrahambra! That can't be right! This is Rosiato's zone!
Are you kidding me? Come on, man!
Another raid boss?
This isn't good. There are 3 of them?
They can't do that! They can't do that!
There's only supposed to be one raid boss! Only one boss per
No,
zone!
this isn't fair!
What is this? A quest that's not meant to be beaten? We're going to lose.
Shiro! You have the stupidest look on your face right now.
Look out!
Isn't this my hometown? I was born and raised here. Huh? I can't read it. It was a restaurant, right? Oh, I get it. This is what it's like to lose one of my memories. That's right. I died. It's not like the town I grew up in was all that special anyway. You could eat and sleep and work here, but if you really wanted to get something, you'd have to go to Shibuya or somewhere like that. I'm a normal guy from a small town. Not much more to it than that, really. That's me. Since both of my parents worked, I had a tendency to sneak out of the house and walk around town at night. Even when I was going to bed, I was dealing with depression and bad feelings when I was by myself. I was afraid of going downtown, so instead, I spent a lot of sleepless nights on this bench. Whenever I felt bad about something, spending the night out here was the only thing that helped me forget. Wait, that's it. Now I know why I came here. I'm dealing with another failure again. All the adults I knew complimented me on being grown up. Yeah, I did a pretty good job of keeping quiet and understanding what they said. But what did I lose by not being like the other kids around me, acting high and mighty all the time? I've made so many mistakes, and I pushed all my potential friends away. They offered, I refused, and crawled further into my shell. And I kept walking away from the one place I needed to be part of the group. My family. How hard was it on my parents to work like they did just to have a kid who wasn't really there because they weren't there? I made a lot of little mistakes, but punished myself for them over and over again. I'd come here to cry every time I screwed up in school. I swore every single time not to repeat my mistakes, and I did anyway.
You learn a lot about yourself. You learn things that you wanted to know and things you didn't want to know. And it doesn't get easier each time it happens either, so most of us don't want to go through it again.
Okay, so this is what it means to die here. Death doesn't happen until you actually want to die. And well, I can't say I haven't thought about it a few times. I remember throwing all my precious notebooks away once. Or just about every time I said goodbye to my folks with that fake smile of mine. Or that night we parted at the library. I guess that means I've died a lot already. What was Demikos thinking when he kicked me out of the way? Why did Williams say yes to me without hearing me out first? And you would think Nautsuku would have had better sense than follow me here. I have so many friends, not knowing where I am or what I'm doing. They're just hanging by a thread right now.
There might be a spy from Minami in the city somewhere. A leak from any one of us, no matter how small or harmless, could cause a problem.
That's right. Honestly, if there are spies from Minami, they're the least of my worries. So far, I've only seen adventurers and people of the land, but there's someone else here. There's an unknown third party that brought us to this place for some reason. I've been using the connections of the Roundtable Conference to snoop around and find out the real identity of the person or thing that did it. I asked Roderick to investigate what might be going on with the flavor text imbuing objects with power, and I asked Sojiro to see if any of the monsters started changing behavior. I have Michitaka examining plants to the south, and Karashin is collecting and assembling a library of Eastel's folktales. Of course, me being me, I never really told them why I wanted it done. And at least up to this point, there's nothing in what they've gathered so far that shows us the face of the third party I'm looking for. However, It just seems a little too coincidental that all the evidence points in that direction. It's almost as if someone planted it. I suppose that's just an excuse, right? Even though I kept it to myself so they wouldn't worry, I'm still putting everyone out. I'm not sure I deserve their trust. Nautsuko and Akatsuki waited for me back then, and now everyone else is waiting for me. It's my fault if there's a distance between us. I should have involved them more and told them what I was thinking. And then there was Kinjo. I didn't trust him either, so I kept my thoughts buried. I should have told him what I wanted and let him have all the facts. Yeah. I know, you're right. I should be getting out of here, shouldn't I? You can only spend so much time hanging out on a bench with yourself. Huh? Oh. Earth. So I'm guessing this is the moon, right? Mare Tranquillitatis? The Sea of Tranquility. It really is the moon. So what am I doing here anyway? Was this really the test server? Management for the Elder Tales game was divided between 13 servers that covered all of the regions. The test server is not officially included in the 13, making it the 14th server. I know someone on the internet said it was on the moon, but I never believed them. I really didn't think it was going to be this quiet.
Yeah. I think I lost part of myself. Did you see that? Or feel it, my lord?
Here, Akatsuki.
Yeah, okay.
Incredible, isn't it?
Look at that. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Those are their memories?
Every time a player has died, they've offered a memory, so they could stand up one more time. So I'm guessing you got killed on your mission? Yeah, well, the same thing happened to me, and now we're both dead.
You too, my lord?
Mm-hmm.
This has to be the strangest Christmas Eve ever, my lord. Really.
I've completely failed. I don't think I planned well enough. I didn't trust anyone.
I'm not really sure I understand, my lord. Somehow I'm not all that upset about losing my battle.
A myriad of things kept me from doing what I planned to do, and it wound up getting me killed. You might have died out there tonight, Akatsuki, but I'll tell you this. You still haven't lost your fight. Not even close. It's okay. I'm disappointed too. But I know you, and how hard you work, so I know you're gonna get up and finish this. You know what I think? I think we've both gotta get up and take another crack at it. It's all so strange. I never imagined I'd end up seeing you out here like this.
Yes, my lord. It is strange. You know, my lord, I need to go back again.
I think I should give it another shot too. and use everyone's experience.
Shall we?
And that is when I came back to...
We lost. We were completely destroyed.
You gotta be kidding me.
I don't understand. I've never heard of 3 raid bosses at once.
That was insane.
What happened back there anyway? Do you think that's only in this raid zone?
That's a good question. We're in real trouble if all the raid zones are like this.
We're not gonna be able to get very far, are we?
I don't think we'd ever beat another zone again. We'd have to stick to lower raids.
We poured our lives into learning how to play this game.
But everything, all of the hours of training, it all seems like it was for nothing now.
We'd been doing so well. Seemed like we never lost. Made me feel like we were actually improving.
Well, I hate to break it to you, but the days of easy raids are over.
You got that right. It's all a big waste of time, if you ask me.
The game's given up on us now that we're here. Elder Tales has abandoned us.
Really? A computer
It's
game?
like you're an expert at wasting your life. Seriously, are you cooped up at home all the time, or what?
Can you do anything else?
Go to hell.
That's why you never get invited to any parties.
You actually talk to your computer?
Why don't you try to do something that could actually be useful someday?
Leave them alone. Some people were just born to be losers.
Shut up!
Huh? Hmm?
What the hell do I tell them? We'll do it next time, so let's get them. I'm sure the other raid zones are fine. I can't tell them something like that. I don't even believe it myself. Wait a minute. What does it mean?
Is this it?
Does this...
Is this as far as we go?
Guess it's time to go on back home and get back to our jobs of keeping the peace in Susukino.
Probably. Might actually have fun back there.
Ezo has more than its fair share of monsters.
People of the land appreciate our presence.
Yeah, I've been trying to find a girlfriend anyway.
Probably the smarter way to live than doing this every day.
Maybe they're right. But if we did that, then we're no different than everyone else. We'd be taking the easy road, offering nothing but cordial company and a little shallow, valuable advice. You might be right. In fact, you're absolutely right. But you want to know what I think about it? It's bullshit!
Are you okay?
We just got our butts kicked. We lost one. Maybe we should all just quit. Maybe we're washed up. It could be a big waste of time. It's what we've always been told, right? I guess all those people knew what they were talking about. We're a bunch of game junkies locked in our rooms, addicted to wasting time. And so what if we are, guys? I mean, it's not like we didn't already know it. We all knew exactly who we were. And still, we kept logging back in. We all did the same thing. If they want to quit, so be it. But I will not stop. I'm not backing down just because I got punched in the face. I get it. We lost. It's something that's new for us. But it probably won't be the last time. There's no need to start packing it in after one defeat. I mean, our win-to-loss ratio is what counts, right? All you have to do is take a look on the server and see it for yourself. You're great at this, even if it's meant for kids. It's more than that. It's something special to us. I'm not saying grow up and go back to Susukino. I wouldn't tell you something like that, because we're all the same in here. Look, we all might feel like we're worthless for losing this quest, but there's no way that's going to keep me from doing it again. For me, this is the center of my universe. Are we all just bits and bytes of worthless information on some server now? I don't think so, because you're here, and you're worth something, all of you. You might feel lost and stuck in here, but I'm glad that you're with me. The idiots out there who told you that games were worthless, well, I'm telling you that they were wrong. Never allow someone who doesn't understand you tell you what to do. I might look a little ridiculous right now, just some shut-in playing a silly game, But you know what? If it's something that inspires me and drives me, what's wrong with that? It's my choice, and that's all that matters. All of us decided we wanted to be here. I don't care who you are. I won't let anyone make light of that. Just look at all the time we've invested in Elder Tales. Seriously, it was a whole hell of a lot of time. When a raid boss showed his face, we'd grab our weapons and lay a beating on him. We couldn't be stopped. And yeah, we got all excited and sounded like a bunch of giddy kids. Sure, maybe it was nothing but a bunch of ones and zeros on a computer somewhere miles away. But since the beginning, we loved it. And sometimes we won, and sometimes we lost. But we came back either way. So what if we've actually let this game consume us? Every minute's been worth it, right? Yes, winning is the best part. We'd celebrate, split up all the epic items, and toast our victory. And when we lost, we'd pick ourselves up, have an evaluation meeting, and try to find a better way. If you want to sit there and tell me it's a waste of time, go right ahead. Like I said, this is your choice. But I don't care if it's a game anymore. And if we do put our time into this place, then we make it worth it! Okay, we lost. And for Silver Sword, winning raids was like doing something sacred. So what do I do now? What else do I tell them? What else can I say? What I mean is that we're not like them. Aren't we all the same here? It's just us. I really don't care about anyone else at this point. Hey, get it together. What are you saying? I just mean I know it's easier to give up and move on, and you're all free to do just that. So then why am I going off like this anyway? Yes, William, what's the point here? So look, it's like this. I don't know. You got that right. Do it for you! Anything that helps you make a friend has gotta be worth something. I guess this is really all I can tell them. It's fine if it's your good looks, or if you're clever and smart. You're the life of the party, or maybe you've got a good sense of humor. But I've gotta ask you this. Did you really have all those things in your personality when we were in real life? I know I didn't. And I admit it. I was very awkward. Look, you guys. I know I've never said this before. Couldn't bring myself to. But you guys are all my friends.
Huh?
And you know what? Without the game, I wouldn't have any friends. I'm just a nobody. I'm a loser. I just hid myself away and lived inside a game. Not even sure why. I guess I just needed a place to heal or something. And inside the game, I'd say I found that. There's a way to fall back and get help. And a way to help others. I found a guy who thought he belongs on the front lines, but didn't have to stay there. Instead, he learned another way to be valuable. He may have been quiet and reserved, and didn't get all the attention he wanted. But you know what? Turned out he was the one his friends could always count on. He was terrified, but he didn't let it show. He's dead tired from daily life, but he made it a point to log in every single day. I see it, I really do. I mean it, and that's what this is all about. Yes, that's right. This game has taught me a lot about people, and myself. I heard it all in the outside world. You just don't get it. You're self-righteous, you're inconsiderate, you're a lousy team player. You don't have any patience. You can't take a hint. You don't belong anywhere. You can only hear so much of that over and over before you just shut everyone out of your existence. Elder Tales was different. It was a place where somehow I actually started feeling connected. I cherished those bonds with every ounce of my being, and in return, my new friends shared so many secrets with me. The first thing I learned was teamwork. There were a few people I worked well with, but others not so much. Some players got it and others just didn't. But learning how to work with others was the best reward of all. I soon figured out that some partnerships didn't work out only because they didn't know what I was after. And then I finally started raiding. And before you knew it, I became a guild master. Next, I learned that our win-loss ratio magically increased on nights we were all hyped up, sometimes about little stupid things. Some party members played feeling great and others lousy. I mean, we all had our own personal problems going on in the real world. I quickly realized that everyone in my guild was just like me. I started asking them about their lives and what they wanted from me as their leader. I finally learned patience and how to ask the right questions. It's really an art form, you know? And after a while, everyone started to put up with my short fuse. Most raid guilds don't last very long. Every raid will come across something that everyone wants, and not everyone gets to have it, especially if there's only one item. People in your party feel cheated, and they let you know about it. Everyone gets ticked at each other, and eventually it all breaks apart. But somehow, we managed to always work it out. I tried to be completely open with my guildmates about everything. They forgave me for getting pissed off all the time and started to trust me. And word of our guild grew. And it wasn't long before everyone knew we were a force to be reckoned with. Everyone in Elder Tales knew the name Silver Sword. I mean, come on. I know what you're thinking. It's not that hard to figure out. You think this is it, don't you? Game over. Admit it. You'd rather just go back home and forget this ever happened. And yeah, well, maybe that is an option. But I like being here. Huh? And I know that at least a few of you enjoy this too. We all ended up in this place because we loved the game. I mean, is it really so bad that we're here? This is the world of Elder Tales. We obsessed over it day and night, and now we're here. This is the world where we are at our best. You can't tell me this isn't a blessing.
William!
Guildmaster!
Hey. The thing that made me the happiest was seeing that everyone else was in here with me. You guys, you're just like I imagined. And I hope I'm the same to you. Maybe that's beside the point. But I'm just glad we could do this together. And there's no one to tell us we're losers here, right? But now, we will. We will be a bunch of losers if we leave. Maybe we can't win. Maybe this is impossible. The odds are definitely against us. But who cares? Who cares if we lose again? Can you look yourself in the mirror if you don't try? What do you think we'll be doing if we just go back, huh? What's left for us? Take this away and what do we have left? I played Elder Tales so much that everyone thought I was a freak. I've given 2 years of my life to this place. I couldn't think of anything else whenever I played it. When I ate, slept, and bathed, my head was in the game. Every single thing I did in life, everything I did was for Elder Tales.
Yeah, same here.
You can call me crazy if you want. That's fine, I'm used to that. Yeah, I'm a gamer dork who spends his nights with friends he's never even seen to win some imaginary prizes. But I'm going to do it the best I can. So I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going to turn and run away from an extra raid boss or two. Where would I go if I didn't take this on? Who would I be if I were to scoff at all this like the jerks back home? So if you choose to walk away, then you will join the very people that laughed at us and put us down. And then I say to hell with you!
You guys are a bunch of morons. Listen to you. You just want to keep on getting killed. Hey, I like a good fight, but enough is enough, you know? What are you saying? I'd be right behind you if we stood a chance. But we're gonna get creamed in there again. At the end of the day, all we're doing is playing some kind of a game. And the rules are starting to change. Face it, man, we're all a bunch of clueless amateurs against this thing. We're banging our heads against the wall. We're lost. And you just want us to keep at it. To keep going back!
Well, I have run from something. And it's been bothering me. It wasn't long ago. At the first round table, I ran away from helping the city. I was more interested in my own plans. I wanted to complete the raids I hadn't done yet. Pretty selfish. God, it was so stupid. And short-sighted. What a waste. I thought I had better things to do. I had convinced myself that they were the ones fighting a lost cause and they were a bunch of idiots for taking it on. I'd be lying if I said I didn't look down my nose at them. Sounds familiar, right? It's not easy to admit. I had lost who I was, and I betrayed myself. I had become the very thing I hate so much. But I remember, there was someone who never ran away. I had always admired him. There was a legendary party that competed with major guilds on high-level quests, but never formed a guild of their own. They referred to themselves as the Debauchery Tea Party. I always looked forward to seeing what they would do next. And I told myself that I would join them someday. But then, they broke up before I hit level 90. And instead of making guilds of their own, they just went their separate ways. I mean, it was crazy, right? You're out there and better than everybody. You get everyone talking about you and then you just disappear? You know what? To be honest, I didn't think the round table was ever going to work. But Shiro made it happen, like he did the Tea Party. But instead of beating bosses, he created a city. And it's nothing short of a miracle. Shiro took control and made the impossible possible. I admire him for that. It's why I followed him out here. All of you were there when he asked us to come with him. I was actually flattered that he asked me. We might not have a chance of winning this. But I will try as long as the villain in glasses needs me. I will be ready to suit up and enjoy the ride. Look, we all know the guy is as sadistic and crazy as they come. And yet, we all joined him anyway. Because we knew it'd be fun and that we could win. You know why? We're gamers, and Shiro has faith in us!
What are we waiting for?
Huh?
Let's do it. Those bosses need a good beating.
Yeah, okay, I was stupid. But I'm ready to go back in there and take these bosses down. And most of all, I want to win. And I want to do it with my friends, my family!
Guildmaster.
Hey, Shiro! You done snoozing? Silver Sword's a hell of a guild, aren't they?
Yeah. Seriously, could I pull off something like that? If Minori and Toya were sad, if Isuzu and Rudy were crying, if it came down to it, I don't know if I could find the words to tell them what I'm really feeling. What if Akatsuki?
Don't waste time worrying about me. I'm protecting you, remember?
I want to help them win! Well, don't you too?
I couldn't have said it better myself.
Yeah, it's easy for a starlet, you know.
So, you got something brewing in that noggin? Mastermind?
There is something I need to tell you about, Naotsuku.
Huh?
You too, Tetra.
Huh?
And I need to tell Silver Sword as well. I should have told all of you why we need to finish this raid, what the actual payoff is, and why I need to get my hands on such a huge stockpile of gold. Instead, I took advantage of everyone's trust in me. You followed me, yet I tried to do it without you. If you're willing to forgive me, I think I have another idea. And it might just give us a better chance.
How much better?
15%.
So you're saying there's a chance?
Works for me!
And lastly, I'll need to talk to Kinjo and his tribe about our request and all of Yamato's land. Next time, I will look him straight in the eye and tell him what we need.
Totally. I'll try and make it back as quick as I can.
I can't wait to see you. I'll have Izumi chicken soup waiting for you.
Well, that's quite an incentive.
It's been a week. We're all set. It's our last battle out here.
Maybe we'll hold off on the New Year's noodles then.
Let the chief know that I'll definitely be back by the 7th. I've also got a few things I'd like to share with everyone.
That's good. My lord, I'll be waiting for you.
I promise, okay? I'm coming home.
All right, there's nothing to stop us. Let's plant our banner and claim this zone as our own!
That's right. We are going to make it home this time. And I mean, all the way home.
How's it look, Azalea?
He's just kneeling there, William. No other enemies are in sight.
Excellent. Let's get this started, shall we?
Let's go.
Everybody remember the plan?
Got it! Careful out there now, Scoo.
Whatever, I got this.
Now, Scoop. 20 meters away.
Got it! Castle of Stone!
Perfect! Well done! All right, the tank's got his attention.
The skill Rosiato just used, Hark, Moonlit Funeral Bells, has a 90-second recast time.
It's not a lot, but we can use that time to get into position.
This time we do it. Let's go!
There you go, fancy pants! Just keep your ugly little mug pointed at me! 23.
Rear guard! Fall back!
25.
Damage report!
Hardly a scratch. We need a barrier on Mount Scoop. Keep it steady, guys. We need to hit it at the right time.
Yeah!
If he throws something at you, defend yourself. But whatever you do, don't hit Rosiato unless you're one of the 9 designated attackers. We need to stick to the plan.
Something's changed about him. He's talking to us much more than he used to. We've been working together a lot better since we were defeated the first time. We're growing. We've become true comrades in arms. And I could never fight for a man I didn't respect.
Lightning straight!
In the end, one cannot afford to hate their fellow warriors.
Hyper Slash!
I'll admit, Shiro can be withdrawn and make things uncomfortable for everyone sometimes.
Now, Scoop, switch out with Dinkaron.
Right!
But if we're honest, in the grand scheme of things, that's a pretty minor problem.
Yeah, we're all a bunch of gamers with bad social skills. Comes with the territory.
You know, I still don't want to die out here.
Every one of us is doing this because we chose to do so.
I've died more times than I care to count in this place.
And every time I ended up stuck in that horrible dream. But I've noticed something.
I've never seen a member of Silver Sword caught in one of those dreams.
You're right. Not even once.
I've never had any regrets concerning any of my guildmates.
This is what it means to belong somewhere.
It's downright embarrassing for a man my age to say this, but
I have to wonder if we can call each other friends.
Regamoru! On it!
I want to do this.
I don't care anymore about beating raid bosses.
It's not like I want glory or treasure. I just
want to win.
The time we spent has not been a waste.
And we are going to prove it!
Satetsuken! Get ready, William.
This is it! Zero! I need a distraction from your team!
Remember, guys, build their hate and let them have it! Don't leave a single one of them alive!
Yeah!
Shiro's plan is coming together. Last time, Ibrahabra and Tartaorga didn't show up until after the gates went up. And now, the gates are still closed. They shouldn't be able to move. The same for Ruziato. We're using the west corridor this time around. That means we ought to be able to deal with Ibrahabra on our own, right?
Yeah, and we've already confirmed that the goal is just past the holding pen ahead.
Okay, but we still have to worry about Ruziato busting down the gate and coming after us.
Yeah, and if Tartaorga decides to go the long way, he could also come after us to aid Ibrahabra.
Even if we do manage to beat Ibrahabra, there's a good chance we'd have to deal with more raid bosses after that.
Well, I guess I'm kind of worried about that, but still.
I think I'm liking our chances better this time around.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's 15% or 5%. All right, everybody, come on! We gotta go for it! We might not get another shot at this!
I'll be damned if he isn't right about this. But you don't have to be a genius to figure it out. And no one out there gets to pick exactly how their life is gonna go. I completely forgot about that when I wound up in this world. I thought since I was in a game, I could do whatever I wanted, whenever the hell I wanted. I figured I could make anything go my way, and I got sent to the cathedral for my trouble. Things don't always go as planned, whether it's here or the real world. I had to learn that the hard way. And then, just when I thought I had everything about this world figured out, it threw me another curve.
You are such a slob.
Huh?
You need to be somewhere.
What did you say?
If all you're gonna do is stand there, you're in the way.
Shut up, NPC. You need to know your place!
Do you want this house cleaned up or not? Otherwise, why are you keeping me here?
Huh?
Release me, kill me, or move it! I can't clean like this!
Oh, okay. That was another plan gone wrong. And I lost a silver sword. It tore my guild apart. Then, those raid bosses got me. I even lost to William as a guildmaster. His entire team got the hell beat out of them, and no one in his guild left his side. Not a single deserter.
Shiro, look behind Ibrahabra. Is that it?
That's right. Our target for the raid is just at the end of the hall.
Concentrate healing on the main tank!
I'm raising his fire resistance!
Let him have it! With elemental ice, water, and wind attacks!
Now, Scoop, we need a clear shot for the corridor. Get him off that southwest wall!
Yeah! Fortress stance! I think I'm gonna test out these new weapons by taking off your head!
Fortress stance is great for defense, but it really wreaks havoc with my mobility and accuracy.
Give me a crack at him! I've had about all the humiliation I can take. That enchanter's casting keen edge on me again.
Isn't that... Everybody take cover now! Scatter!
Not on my watch! Wait, what?
It's like a sauna!
Covering. It's a skill that allows a player to take the damage for nearby team members. That was a good move, Demikas. Nice.
It's getting hot over here!
Monks have a higher resistance to elemental attacks. They also have higher overall hit points. If we keep splitting the damage, I won't need to swap out of the front line.
In other words, I can keep this up all day!
Well done! Keep hitting him on his left flank!
get me, ugly! There's a lot more where that came from!
Natsuko, you sure are hyped up, aren't you?
I'm just getting started!
Woo! It's my turn! Hang on, everybody! Your Super Starlet Healer is here to save the day! Aurora, heal!
Now that was good timing.
Ah, yes. Now we're talking. That feels great.
You can count on me!
That got him perked up.
What else would you expect from a gorgeous, sparkly angel? Can you believe those guys?
They aren't very serious, are they?
Be honest. Have you fallen for me yet?
That'd be a no.
Oh, you're no fun. Oh yeah, I just remembered there was something I've been wanting to tell you.
Earth to space case kind of busy over here.
You're gonna love it. Are you ready? I'm joining Log Horizon! What do you think?
What? Why would you do that?
Because I absolutely positively can't keep myself away from you. And don't worry, I got Shiro's permission first. Booty booty
Shiro, buddy, you're gonna pay for this.
That looks kind of bad.
Frontline, pull back! Federico, we need fire resistance! Everyone else, give me barriers and healing!
Oh my god!
Tartaorga?
It's Tartaorga!
There he is!
Steady, everyone.
Synchron!
It's payback time! I fell back from the front lines just to make sure I had a shot to finish you off!
Healers, get into formation!
Roger!
Castle of Stone!
Ibrahabra and Tartaorga. We can't really expect to beat both of them at once.
So, what was it you said about a 15% chance of victory?
The last time we were here, both Ibrahabra and Tartaorga attacked us at the same time. We don't stand a chance if that happens again.
Yes, I would agree.
So what if we took one of them out of the picture?
We could have won that fight.
Just what is he getting at?
If we're able to keep them from having overlapping attack fields, we may have a chance.
The cavern is the right size, but space will be getting really tight in there, so watch yourselves. We've got to keep them both apart. I need Natsuko to draw Ibrahabra to the southwestern wall. Dinkaron will keep Tartaorga at the entrance of the northeastern corridor. Now whatever you do, don't get complacent about staying in one place. Natsuko and Dinkaron are both going to need 2 healers dedicated to keeping their hit points up. We'll redeploy the other healers to help everyone else. Space is the issue here. Too close and you're getting hit on all sides. Too far away and the rest of the party can't support you with healing and barriers. Everyone in the rear needs to watch how the raid bosses move so you can adjust your interval spacing. We'll be walking on a tightrope the entire battle.
A string, if you ask me. It's gonna be pretty tough. But I tell you what, I like it! Federico, I need an attack range and power dampener out there!
You got it!
I need more healing power from you, Tetra.
I'm already giving you everything I got, okay?
Hang on!
Aw, that's really cute!
Force step!
Oh, wow! I really look like a starlet now!
Force Step reduces a player's recast by nearly half for a full minute. This increases a magic user's casting options. It cuts Aurora Heal's usual 600-second recast time down to 480 seconds. And in a fight like this, 2 minutes is a world of difference. Speaking of...
Mana channeling!
Knowing that she can cast more spells means she's also losing magic points. Mana channeling gives her back some of that power when I share my mana.
Thanks, Shiro! Mwah!
Yep.
Over here!
The Sequoia of Life, a summoning spell used by druids. Any party member touched by the glow of the tree gets partial healing, and right now they need all the hit points they can get. That tree can give 10 players up to 30% of their health back.
Karma Drive!
Based on our counts, it looks like Ibrahabra can cast Merciless Banquet in Purgatory once every 3 minutes. Knowing that, I'm gonna have Voinen cast Marsh Raid and Life Burst at the same time to ward it off, and increase Ibrahabra's recast time to 6 minutes. Also, that'll give Nautsku the chance to recast Castle of Stone so he can stay on the front line and keep doing damage to him. And in those 9 minutes, Tetra will be able to recast another Aurora heal and get everyone's hit points back up. Also, I just cast Karma Drive, which will allow everyone who deals a critical hit on Ibrahabra to regain some of their magic points back. If we stick to the plan, and there are no more surprises, we can finish him off in just under 12 minutes. And after that, we can all focus our energy to pressing the attack on Tartaorga. This will work.
Keep on attacking him, you guys. We can win this thing in 12 minutes.
You heard the man! The villain behind glasses says we can win this! Keep on fighting out there! Don't let him recover! Yeah!
No way! Not now!
Oh man, this isn't good!
You've got to be kidding me!
The Shadow Vanguards. So we've got as many Vanguards as there were players who did damage to Rusiato when he was in Black Knight form. Perhaps these are some we didn't get earlier. I could have sworn we took care of all of them when we fought our way here. The other thing is, even if he switches back to Black Knight form, there's no one in his zone to hurt him. Wait a minute, that's crazy. He attacked himself to make more of those things? There's no telling how many times he can do that. Wait a minute. He's gonna use his Black Knight mode to keep injuring himself and sending more of those Vanguards after us. How many are there now? If he uses all of his health every 200 seconds to spawn as many Vanguards as he can, how will they multiply? 31? 62? What are we facing? 31 of them would still give us a fighting chance. We just need another 10 minutes to finish off Ibrahabra.
Front line!
I need someone to lead the Vanguards out of here, so the rest of us can take Ibrahabra down. If someone can just get their attention.
Someone kite the Vanguards! I'm on it!
Yeah! Wyvern kick!
Demikos.
Taunting shout!
Seriously?
Deeble is the coolest!
Come on, you pukes! Just try and hit me!
Hey! Wait a minute! Shiro! What are you doing?
Shut the hell up, Four Eyes! Wyvern kick!
You've got to be kidding me. Is he really trying to get back at me by sabotaging the raid? Huh? Wait a minute. I think I see what he's doing. They're following us.
Mental lightning!
I suppose if I can use myself like a cannon strapped to his back, I can make this work.
Head to the corridor by Tartaorga.
Don't give me orders, you little brainiac nerd!
That spell. He's using White Knight. He's going to freeze us.
Yeah, not me! Link's tumbling!
What do you need? Zero!
William, little help here!
Right.
Go, go, go! Go, villain behind glasses!
Mind shock! Astral bind!
Well, it looks like it's working so far. But I'm not sure what he's really up to. The first time we met, I couldn't stand the guy. I guess acting like a total jerk was his way of dealing with being trapped here. It's natural, I guess. Human nature for some. But I couldn't allow him to do it.
Slow down. There aren't any more Vanguards behind us. We need to let him catch up. If we let him get back to the cave, then we're doing all this running for nothing. What's going on? What are you doing? I'm serious. Whoa, dude.
Listen, boy. You will call me by my name.
Demikos.
That's so hard.
Demikos, you can be a real jerk, you know that?
Yeah, well, you know, it's not like I really like you either.
So, wait, whoa! Whoa!
Ow! Look, Four Eyes, you want to die so bad, then do it on the other side. I ain't dying here. I got other plans.
Other side? Oh. I don't believe it. He took me to the innermost chamber in the abyssal shaft. He knew it all the time. I'm impressed.
Master Shiro, welcome. I only say that out of courtesy, of course.
So this is Uller of the Ninth Garden, the Abyssal Shaft's final raid boss. Even if I had all of Silver Sword with me right now, we wouldn't stand a chance against him. Not even close. He's not just another Kinjo. The only difference between them is the color of their breastplates. Other than that, they're perfect copies of each other. Must be some sort of Kuni tribe thing. Of course. He has to be getting worried. I mean, we keep coming back every time we die. It's like facing a pack of zombies. We never stop coming. The only thing keeping him here and facing us is pride at this point. The pride of protecting the whole of Yamato and the people of the land.
Oh, yeah!
Here we go, guys! Woohoo!
We've only got one more left! Take him down!
Are you sure about that?
I've come here to speak with Kinjo of the Kuni tribe.
Since you have persevered and successfully reached our inner sanctum, you may...
Now that I've made it all the way here, I'm assuming this is where all the gold coins recycle?
That is correct. And we had an agreement, so I'll share everything you want to know about this place. This is where all the gold in Yamato was created, and it all returns here once it's spent. The Kuni are here to guard this process, but it is so incredibly ancient, even we do not fully understand how it works. The gold flows in a great glimmering river, respawning monsters. It's practically endless. The engine of this is buried deep underneath Yamato's land. We've always been committed to protecting the gold reserve, and no one's ever made it this far.
This system distributes the gold to monsters. Back in our gaming days, the gold was just part of the programming. Didn't really think about it. There wasn't any malice or misinformation. But now that NPC people of the land are aware of our situation, they might start wondering why the Kuni resurrect monsters in the first place. And since the Kuni are NPCs, that might put them on the wrong side of a very long, ongoing conflict. If I were in their tribe, I'd be a little wary too. Their perspective must be considered. Here's the deal. We would like to keep your secret. It can be kept safe with us.
In accordance with the laws the Kuni tribe have upheld, you're entitled to take the gold. However, there could be a problem, I'm afraid. It centers around the interpretation of our ancient edicts. Much of the text has been lost over the course of history. To put it bluntly, I don't know if you're supposed to take 1,000 coins or 100 million of them. I also have another duty, and it involves passing on the words of my ancestors as a warning to you.
It really is a lot of gold. But even so, just think of all the people I could help with this. I want to give something back to everyone.
Be wary of the misfortune that comes with fortune. These great riches are not riches. Take these words to heart, or thy inner beast will consume our world. Thus it was written.
Back in the mountains, I couldn't tell Kincho what I was after. But today, I'm going to do exactly that.
What was that?
Okay, I have bound and finalized your contract with us. The Round Table Conference does not want your gold. And we don't need the guild building title. It's obsolete now. It has served its purpose. We used the system to protect us until we ultimately learned to do it ourselves. We're grateful for the help you offered us in protecting Akihabara. But we're just in a better place now. If something outside the city were to threaten us, we can handle it. What you just witnessed was a contract-binding technique, and all I needed to do to execute it was tear the contract in half. We're done. There's nothing hidden within it. We will transfer our titles to the Guild Hall, Cathedral, and the overall city of Akihabara, including commercial buildings, to the Yamato server forthwith. Plus this, terminating the contract will make those transactions permanent. We purchased all of Akihabara's primary institutions to keep anyone from abusing them. However, all of this was draining the Round Table's finances, running us dry of capital, which is why we approached them for a loan. We explored other possibilities and discussed other ways to get it done. Finally, we decided on mounting this expedition.
I see. So all that gold from Akihabara was you purchasing all the buildings?
Correct. I'm surprised to know that as managers of all the gold, you weren't aware of that. The conditions for the transaction have been met, so the funds for the purchases return here in exchange for the contract. That's how it's drawn up.
And you came all the way down here just to explain that to me, personally?
In a way, yes.
That still leaves the question about the loan.
I was just getting to that. In addition, we'd like to purchase all of this server's field zones. All of it, from the forest, to the mountain ranges, to the lakes, and any flatlands that have not been claimed.
You want to buy all the field zones?
And just like the transaction we completed a moment ago, we will transfer those titles to the server. Our goal for this is to eliminate the possibility of anyone else purchasing a zone.
If I understand correctly, you're doing this to keep your enemies from owning them.
There's more to it than that. As it stands, people of the land can't purchase a zone. Only adventurers. That seems a little unfair to me. Creating an imbalance of citizenship could only lead to problems. Now, it's not like we're against the idea of owning property. However, we would need to draw up another contract, of course. So I will ask you one more time to give us a loan. Please help us avoid bringing about our own destruction. A loan ensures all funds will be returned to the source. And Yamato's land will return to Yamato.
Well, Master Shiro, as it stands, I'm in your debt.
Oh my god. I don't believe it. We did it! My guild, my friends, are amazing. I mean, these guys really are the best of the best.
We won?
Yeah, we did it.
Would you look at that?
Amazing. My god, look at all that, you guys. I've never seen so much gold.
That's literally a mountain of epic items. So normally when we beat a raid boss for the first time, it's customary for the guildmaster to divvy everything up.
The Lunar Flower Charm. I'd like to give this to the man who led the way.
Huh? What's that?
I can feel a change in the air.
It's getting all warm and snuggly in here.
What the hell did you do in there, Shiro? Listen up! This is a great item, guys! It's full of resistance boosts and a lot of great abilities. I think it's fitting for the villain behind glasses. I know he's not in our guild or anything, but he fought by our side like everyone else here.
What do you say, man?
Yeah.
All our names have been engraved on this monolith. Silver Sword and our partners are the first adventurers to conquer this raid.
Yeah, right. I'm fine. It's over. Akatsuki.
Marielle! Are you finished getting ready yet? Marielle! What in the world is this? Oh, my goodness.
What am I to do? I can't decide what I want to wear.
Your normal attire should be perfectly fine.
I haven't seen him in over a month. I want to look extra cute when he sees me. I want to be dolled up and super sexy and totally blow his mind. I want him to freak out and not know what to do with himself.
Have it your way, Marielle. But I'm sure he'll be thrilled no matter what you're wearing.
Just look, I'm the picture of elegance.
Okay. What are you doing wearing all those fancy clothes?
It's to make an impression on our new recruit. As a senior guildmate, I couldn't be seen in such shabby rags.
Looking like a dandy fop isn't gonna help you.
Excuse me, Chief Nyanta. Shouldn't we be on our way to meet them?
It's still a little early for that.
Yeah, I guess you're right. But you know, there's always the possibility they'll show up early, right? Take it easy, Minori. If I know my lord, he'll be exactly on time as always. Miss Akatsuki?
Looks like you got it together, girl.
After clearing the raid, we took a little detour back to Susukino.
And then it started crawling.
I discussed a great deal of things with Silver Sword on our way back. However, we still have a lot to talk about, especially about what's happened since the apocalypse.
Listen, boy. You will call me by my name.
Up until that day, I'd never used his real name, had I? Not sure why. I suppose the real reason I never said it was due to the fact that I was angry with myself. I was accustomed to being in control, and I definitely wasn't at that point. And here he was, taking advantage of people, and I couldn't do anything. I guess it was my way of pretending that kind of person didn't exist. That it wasn't happening. It was immature of me. I could have reasoned with him, but I didn't even try. Demi-Cos, you can be a real jerk, you know that?
Yeah, well, you know, it's not like I really like you either.
We may never be friends, and that's okay. We agree to tolerate one another. Sometimes that's the best you can hope for.
You what? Both of you died during the raid?
Hey, I think I hear a party call my name, bro.
We haven't been able to get him to shut up since yesterday.
Want to know what color my panties were when I died? I bet you're dying to know that.
Not at the moment.
Huh?
Tell me, what was it like to transition to the cathedral? How were you revived? And at the moment of your death, what precisely did you see? What was the last thing you...
That's enough. Okay, let's go for a little walk.
I'm just fascinated about what happened. I want to know everything. Fill me in. I want the whole story. I still haven't finished my research on the transport gates between the cities. Till then, I will see you again soon. Have a safe journey, my friend.
Silver Sword also remained in Susukino. They'll reorganize their forces and prepare for future raids while protecting their city.
Huh?
Just in case, why don't you go ahead and add me to your friends list?
I already did.
Okay, well, that's good.
Better believe it. I saved that dork. That boy owes me big time.
Okay, good for you.
Huh? Come on. I mean it. He couldn't have done it without me. He thanked me for it and everything. He was crying like a baby. I had to wipe his nose. Huh?
What? What's the matter?
Well, it's just that you're happy.
Huh?
Makes me happy too.
Oh, come on! I wanted to ride with you now, Scoo!
My Griffin has a hard enough time riding with just me and all this armor!
Whatever. I bet you're saving that saddle for somebody else.
What? Hey, that's none of your business, okay?
Could you maybe take it easy on the guy?
Huh? But I'm just having a little fun with a big lug.
So, you ever gonna tell him you're a boy? When's the big reveal?
I'm just gonna let him stay nervous and confused until he figures it out. I mean, it'll be a lot more fun that way.
Well, I kinda get the feeling you're wasting your time. Natsuko and Mariel are kind of a thing.
Hey,
Yeah.
Zero! Why did you let that little spazzy pants into our guild?
Because you need a star!
Kazuhiko's recommendation didn't hurt.
Huh? Well, just so you know, it's not like I went to Suskino under orders from Kazuhiko and did a bunch of spy stuff, okay?
It's alright, Tetra, I believe you.
Your guild's pretty strong. You guys can help out a lot of people.
Yeah, well, we didn't start Log Horizon to be some kind of a charity.
Yeah, but you still have faith in the world, and you don't let anyone's indifference keep you from helping people. More than they deserve sometimes.
She's smarter than I thought. Better watch her.
So where's Intix?
Easy, Zeldus. She'll be here soon.
I take it the princess is keeping her?
I'm in the mood for a fight. Not enough blood these days. I don't want to get out of practice. I'm tired of just sitting around and waiting, but I'll do whatever it takes if it'll get me back on the battlefield.
You're just posturing. Everybody knows you're here for the wine more than anything else, NPC.
How long do we have to wait? I just want to get this over with and get out of here.
Up too late, were we? You shouldn't stay up all night staring at the moon, child.
I'm just waiting for a GM to call, so I can finally get away from you.
All right then. It looks like the princess won't be gracing us with her presence.
Tell me, what's the status of Akihabara's expeditionary army?
They're still in the 7th Fall area, fighting goblins.
Very good. And the royal guardsmen in Akihabara?
Number 1 said he was caught. He was raising quite the ruckus over there.
The Royal Guardsman? What do you mean by that? No one told me about any of this.
We didn't want to bother you. It was a minor issue.
The villain behind glasses has made his way back to town. Kinda makes me wonder what he was doing in Suskino. Okay, Intix, what do we do now? That rabble that refuses to march to the beat of your drum has returned.
You know, I'm still surprised you decided to just give the zones back to the server.
I had no idea it would turn into such a big ordeal.
Yeah, well, seems like everything's an issue. Ever since we started.
Pretty much. KR used to have an old saying for times like this. Blame your birth stars. And simply give in to your fate.
So are they the other members of Log Horizon?
Guys!
Mariel!
Hi, everybody! You know, it's really nice of all of you to get together to meet me today!
Well now, somebody's sure full of himself.
Aren't you one to talk? That must be Tetra. Didn't know she was a girl.
Oh dear. It looks as if those two are holding hands.
Come on! I'm serious, okay? Let me go, you skank! Let go of me!
Welcome back, Master Shiro.
We took care of all the important stuff while you were gone.
We were fighting goblins, you doofus.
And we went to Choshi. So what that really means is I saved 2 cities.
I'm so glad you made it back, Shiro. Good to see you.
It's great to see everybody.
Well now, it's been far too long, my man. I'm glad to see your face. Why don't we break this up while he still has both his arms?
So, who's your little friend here? I'm a star shining in the evening sky. My name's Tetra, the Orthodox Galaxy-style starlet. But feel free to just call me Tetra. A starlet, huh? Okay, well, I'm the guild master.
I am not gonna mess with that right now.
No doubt.
I think we'll save the formal introduction for later. Huh?
Is everything okay?
Well,
You're here, right on time as usual.
Hey now, did you grow?
My lord, that's not very nice.
Sorry. I mean, it's just you're standing taller. She seems different than the last time I saw her.
Don't look at me like that, my lord. It's embarrassing.
I'm sorry. I forgot. She's been through a battle of her own. And not just her. They all have. No matter how close they are. No matter how far away. The distance means nothing. They're all working to make their own part of this world the best they can. I've got a lot of friends, and we're all in this together. It's good to be home, Akatsuki.
It's good to have you back, my lord.